You think people are really gonna watch this?
They ain't got nothing else to do.
Right?
Word.
I ain't going on social media talking shit about TDS Radio. I know that much.
My man, Coach Block.
What's up, cuz? How we living?
You're rocking with TDS Radio.
Get it, Kim. All right. She got a vision, and she wants us to execute this vision.
Ooh, man. That's what TDS is about today.
Ken and Kim are the two dopest siblings that I know.
All right, you ready?
I'm not ready. Are they ready?
What's up? It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio, and I am here with...
Your girl so fab. Hey, y'all.
And it's been a while, but our cousin is over there.
O-B-L-I-O. Hey, y'all.
And we have a newbie. Go ahead and introduce yourself and let them know where you're from.
I'm Samari. I'm from North Carolina, Durham, and I go to NCCU.
I know.
Hey.
Yes. You know, we love the children. So Samari is taking an interest not only into podcasting, but film and screenwriting. And she's just looking to navigate and find her way. So we're going to help her along the way. And she also is going to be jumping in with us when we talk about the movies that we have watched. So we said yesterday that we were going to talk about Sinners, you know, that we're also going to talk about Opus and Magazine Dreams. So all of that's going to come later. And we got, you know, we're going to give her the nickname Newbie. We got the newbie with us. Goodness. But I guess before we do that, where you want to start, my guy?
We can start with our with the praise report. I don't think O knows where that button is at now.
So,
Okay, hold on. Okay, yes.
This is the praise report. And then you just, you know, let it fly.
So hold on. So O, go ahead and hit the praise report jam. This is the
Yo, that is fire.
So
Good.
so today, what do we have to be thankful for in our praise report? What will I don't even know where to start. So I'll let somebody else start. Anybody got anything that they want to put on their praise report?
I got one side of my axle fixed on my car.
I know.
There
Hey,
you
now
go.
that. Hey, praise be.
Won't he do it?
Yes. Yeah, because Bubbles been putting you through it, girl.
Give yourself some volume.
Yep, go on.
God is good. Thank you. I got another side to complete, but you know what? I'm halfway there. And that's all I can ask for. Amen. Amen.
Turn it up.
Amen.
Come on, El. Get it.
Kim, do you have anything?
I will just say, well, first of all, my 7:00 a.m. meeting tomorrow got canceled. Whoa!
Turn it up.
Ow! Won't he do it? Yes!
Yes, yeah.
Girl.
That's good. Amen.
So I ain't gotta wake up early on Friday to listen to no BS. So that's definitely a part of the praise report. And then newbie.
So I think you have two praise reports.
What's the other one?
You're getting your front brakes done
Oh!
and rotors done for $200 only.
Oh, turn it up! Oh!
actually here. What?
Turn it up.
Yeah.
Listen, because when he gave me that price, I said, do you want cash? You want Venmo? You want PayPal? What you want?
Okay.
So,
In that order.
Hello.
yeah. So, yeah.
How about you, my guy?
I'm going to the beach this weekend. So, if anybody would like to know if you are interested in the choir that is singing, that is my church. That is actually my church, Wake Chapel. That is in Nightdale on Tar Heel Road. So, if you want to come hear it live, come check it out. Our choir is pretty dope.
Turn it up. I'm so glad you're here. Stupid as hell.
So yeah, I guess our praise report.
Come on, fan. Yeah. Yes. Because come on.
I take off the back of my phone case.
Come on, Elder. Yes.
Do we have
Mhm.
anybody? I'm sorry, is anybody leaving? Oh,
I am thankful for feeling good today. Just waking up this morning and just being able because God. Turn it up.
I'm glad.
Pastor, know you're doing this.
She doesn't.
Okay.
But it's okay because our pastor is very cool. So one of the things that I'm going to be working on for her is trying to do something for her on Sundays.
Okay.
From like 1 to 3.
Yeah.
Where we can keep, artists, because the band that's doing that is dope.
Yeah.
And our actual pastor herself, she has music on Tidal and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's fire.
So if you're interested to listen to it, just go on Tidal, Spotify, or anything. It's Sharon Dean, and because her son is a producer. He's actually out in LA.
What? In the meantime, turn it up. Okay, I'm done.
Hey, you gotta get your Don't play with me. I can eat.
Not the damn Harlem Shake, girl.
I do. That's the cleanest dickhead, though. Like,
That's throwing it back right.
you know what I'm saying? Without actually throwing it back. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause sometimes you carry away. That's in my lane.
So if there's anything that you guys are thankful for out there, please drop it in the comment section. We'll make sure that we announce it and do all that good stuff. So y'all know, because we have a lot of stuff to get to, y'all know how we do. The next thing we do is birthdays. And everybody knows when Obi's here, we don't play the track. Obi sings the track.
Hello.
So
And it was Ken's birthday yesterday.
So let me get the birthdays together. We have Isaiah Stallings today, Dana White, and it's the bro code, Troy Johnson's birthday today. So happy birthday, Troy Johnson. And yesterday was my birthday. So we talked about it briefly. So happy birthday. And I got to give a huge, super, super huge shout out to one of my homeboys whose birthday is the day before mine. And I forgot to mention it, Brother Ahmed.
It sure is.
Yeah. So
happy
one of my
birthday.
homeboys who, when we came to Winston-Salem, we left Pittsburgh and came to a little HBCU that we knew nothing about. All we knew was they had some fine women, and that's where we're going to go. That's all we knew. That's all we knew. That's all we knew. And for those that don't know, I was recruited by Notre Dame, Michigan, and Virginia Tech. So before Travis Hunter did the whole I'm missing out on all the big schools, I was one of the ones that did it. And I took my behind to Winston-Salem State University. All I kept hearing was, where?
Yeah.
Where? It was one of the hardest things to ever. Winston-Salem State University, HBCU. Huh? Where? But we brought our ass down here, and I cannot remember the name of the lady who I brought my ass down here for, but it was very specific. And I found her as soon as I got on campus. And I told her I came down here for you.
That's not creepy.
Don't care. I did not care.
I care.
Because she told me, she said, if you come here, I'll be here, blah, blah, blah. You know, she was selling me the campus, but using her to sell me the campus. Like, well, we'll be here. Okay. Well, watch this. Me and my boy.
Sure your ass stay there.
And we moved right on down here. Then things didn't work out. And I moved right on back home.
To Duke Wesney.
To Duquesne University. But be that as it may, happy birthday, Ahmed, and everybody else. So y'all know what time it is. It's time to sing the song. Wait, can we do the graphic while no, we need to see O sing the song, because if you don't see O sing the song, it ain't the same. So y'all ready?
Like to hear it? You gonna turn that off.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
Well, a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
A happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh,
Happy birthday to you.
well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Well, you're looking good.
You're looking good.
You're looking fine.
You're looking fine.
And I hope you have a good time.
So
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, happy birthday.
happy birthday to you.
Yeah, baby. Where's my round of applause at? 'Cause you deserve it. You're right there. Absolutely. There we go.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to everybody out there.
He's stupid as hell.
So were you expecting this when you first came in the room?
Not at all. I'm singing in the church.
Come on. Surprise, surprise. We were all professional before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I wasn't even saying anything. I was getting prepared because I know that there's an energy boost that has to come once we start. So I was like, I got to save it because I drove the day.
Yeah. Appreciate you.
That's real.
Because that traffic is serious. I'm like,
Yes.
Yeah.
I was so happy. I was like, oh man.
Because yesterday I seen you. As soon as we hit traffic, she said,
Here we go.
I said, yeah, I'm going to have to give my nigga a break today. I'm going to have to give
This
my nigga a
traffic
break
is
today.
terrible.
for no reason.
Right.
For no reason.
And it
You
just
can
sucks
see
you
that.
dry. Yes.
Right there.
Like, jeez.
So yeah, when I seen that yesterday, I just had to hit her with, I got it.
My nigga, thank you for seeing me.
That's what I told Jazz when Jazz said, I left you a message. All I put back was thank you. I feel seen. That's going to be my new shit. When people do something,
Mhm.
I feel seen. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank
I
you.
appreciate
This is
that.
dope.
We see you.
We see you.
Obi, we see you.
Oh, thank
Hold
you.
on now.
Everybody, you deserve a round of applause.
You know what's funny though? The one thing that me and O did, we had our own moment at the beginning of the Groove Me thing. My nigga got on the sticks and started DJing. I still started taking pictures because you know what? I see you, O. I don't give a damn.
Thank you.
I just didn't send you your pictures yet. That's trifling.
It's okay.
But I got them.
I'm still keeping it a secret, low key. Yeah. 'Cause
Why?
I want to get my turntables.
But you did good though.
Thank
You
you.
need to let people know that.
Yeah.
I'm out here. I'm in these streets.
DJ O.
I'm in these.
Hey.
And she got on the microphone and everything.
And y'all know how I feel about talking to people. I'm fucking awkward. I'll tell you I like tomatoes in a minute. I'm like, yeah.
I like tomatoes and crazy.
I'm the worst at talking to people. Kim knows the story. So okay, boom. I got a small story time.
There you go.
Okay, so I was in college, right? I ain't gonna tell you what I was doing in college, but I was being grown as fuck. And I had met this guy. He came to my apartment because, like, technically we didn't have dorms. We had student apartments,
Mhm.
right? And so he's sitting on my bed. My best friend is sitting on like the bed across from me or whatever. And I couldn't think of nothing else to say. And I had like this sandwich in front of me and it had tomatoes on it. So I go, I like tomatoes. My best friend, Sebastian, got arrested dead. He gets up, he's like, I'll be right back, bitch.
Cause what?
And walk out. He's like, oh, bitch, I like tomatoes.
Come this way, so you can stay
sorry.
okay.
said, Obi, bitch, I like tomatoes. I didn't know what else to say, Sebastian. Like,
I like tomatoes.
I like tomatoes.
It's okay.
It's okay.
We too like tomatoes. I've learned to like tomatoes.
Wait, if you love tomatoes, come to the dance floor. Go to hell, Gabe.
I might have to use that one.
Gabe is always talking.
I definitely might have to use that one.
Yes, Obi was spinning. There is pictures of Obi spinning. That happened. That was a thing.
Mm-hmm. And she did it at the comedy show.
Yeah, and she's our DJ for the comedy show.
Yeah.
Here's what we believe here at TDS. If you want to do it, fuck it. Do it.
Balls to the walls.
We need to change Nike's slogan. Just do it. Fuck it. Do it.
Fuck it.
Because why not?
You only got one life.
The one thing that I've learned from in corporate is that they just do it. They don't have any idea what they're doing. They're just like, who's going to tell me no? And then they just do it.
And then we'll figure it out once we mess it up.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, okay, I messed up, but there's a lesson behind it. And that's actually a praise report. Like,
where's the music?
Oh, wait a minute. Turn it
that's actually a praise report because don't look at it as an L. Just look at it as a lesson. Because the only time you lose is when you stop.
Yeah.
I used to tell my football players that the game ain't over until the clock stops. If there's still time on the clock, play. You never know what can happen. You never know. Now, when the clock is over, then you took it out. Your ass lost.
Now sit down.
Now sit down, and we got to go practice better. But if there's still time on this clock, hey, anything can happen. Yeah. Don't quit until it's 0-0-0 across the board.
That's a dope way to look at it.
Yeah,
and it is.
Don't quit. So,
well, with that being said, do you want to transition into?
We did praise report. I was trying to keep the energy high. I don't know. I will do. Is a rant necessary right now? Because I always got them. I keep them holstered. So we'll go ahead and go into this. It's time for the rant of the day.
I still think
Frazzin rant of the day.
You created that graphic for.
Oh, that graphic that the sound was ass. This one.
But the sound's not there.
I did that on purpose.
Like,
it was a great graphic. Like, this is a great job. But the sound was like, bing, 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 bing. It sounded like when Tommy Davis be making his noises. Bing, 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 bing. I'm like, that wasn't the music. But here we are with the rant of the day. Now, I know a lot of you African-American folks out there, especially those who follow football, was probably going to get mad at me, and I don't give a damn. What happened?
You're not live on Instagram.
Oh, I'm not? Oh, so they missed all that?
Yeah, they did.
That's terrible. Because that was a great beginning.
Oh, that's all good. We'll chop it up.
I could have sworn I hit go live. But, so, here's the thing. And I'm going to make this short, sweet. We have, as Black people, sometimes to check ourselves and hold ourselves accountable.
Mm-hmm.
At times, we do shit. And then, we expect people to be like, we'll turn a blind eye. We can't turn a blind eye to everything, right? Mm-hmm. So the biggest thing was Shedeur Sanders, Deion Sanders, and all the hype that went around Deion's son not going as high as people projected.
Mm-hmm.
And people had believed that it was a collusion amongst the owners and blah, 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 blah. And as time continues to trickle on, piece by piece by piece, we are finding out that the owners said it's not so much Shedeur, it's Deion. We don't want to deal with him because the moment we draft your son, we also draft you.
Yeah.
So one of the guys who was Robert Griffin III, who's a Heisman winner, played NFL for a little bit till he had a knee injury and all that. He was hard on the NFL. And this is terrible. This is crazy.
I was wondering what happened to him
until today, when he got they put the Dallas Cowboys logo on the graphic, which lets me know that could have been Dallas. But he said from a source, because he can't say the source, but he got a specific source today that told him the problem was nobody wanted to have to deal with the fact of possibly firing a coach because they know Deion's next step is to coach his son in the NFL. So it was like, if you hire him as a first round or a second round draft pick, 9 times out of 10, they become your starter. Well, once you become the starter and you play, well, now, you know, Deion's next. Everybody knows that he wants to coach his son on the next level. So
it's a level of like that. There's so much privilege that comes with that. Like, you just feel like you get that.
Well, this is Deion. This is Prime. Prime is one of the most cocky players, but you can't call it arrogance because he backs up everything he says. So arrogance to me is when you talk a good game, but you can't back any of this up. Deion does exactly what he tells people he's going to do. And it's like, damn, well, he's confident in what he can do because he does it. So it's not like he's like, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to catch this. I'm going to run this. I'm going to intercept this. Watch me. And everybody's like, you ain't going to do it. And then he goes and does it. And it's like, damn, he knows his abilities, right? Still to this day, the only person who played in a NFL football game and a Major League Baseball game in the same day. And it wasn't just any NFL football game. It was the Super Bowl.
Wow.
He played a baseball game and he played in the Super Bowl in the same day. So when you talk about a guy like that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay. So when you stack all this up, you're saying, okay, well, this is great. But we're talking about Shedeur. We're talking about his son. Deion in college played baseball, ran track and football, and he was great in all of them. Shedeur is just a quarterback. He's not even the best quarterback. The best quarterback, he got picked first round, first pick, which is what is supposed to happen. But it also happened to be what? A black man. So while we sit here and we look at the NFL and say, whoa, it's a collusion against the black buck. Oh, is it? Because the second pick, which the first pick is going to get the biggest check, black man, and it's a quarterback. Second check is the next biggest check, another black man, Travis Hunter. So was it really a racial thing, or was it we just don't like your family? Right? So when I say that, people immediately say, but what about Eli Manning? So Eli Manning, if you guys don't know the story, Eli Manning told the NFL, kiss my ass. I'm going to go to the team I want to go to. The one thing about the NFL, it's deemed a privilege that no matter what team you pick, you go. Nobody ever says like, nah, I don't want to play for them, even if they suck.
That was my question to you yesterday, where I'm just like, if it's a team that isn't good, you mean to tell me I have to go?
Yeah, no, that does. Yeah, bye. You're going to go. Well, because it's like deemed an honor. This is the greatest league. This is you go. And then
they suck.
You're supposed to. Like, so the way they view it is that, you know, you are the difference maker. Right?
Oh, okay.
So you're here to make us different. Now, here's what I'll say. Eli Manning successfully told the NFL, kiss my ass. I'm not going to the Chargers. We're going to a different place. Everybody knows his dad, Archie Manning, played in the NFL, similar to Deion. Now, he's nowhere near as good as Deion. Nowhere near. Like, not even remotely close. Matter of fact, we can almost put Archie Manning as a bum.
Oh, damn. Wait a minute.
So to compare the two, go ahead. You can hit it. He was not that guy, okay? But he too, just like Deion, has two guys that have gone into the NFL, two sons that gone into the NFL. And while we know he has influence, he didn't have a huge presence in front of the camera. So for those who are mad at what I'm saying, let's just look at what I'm talking about when I say, let's pay attention to.
And that's what Gabe was saying. He said, more than likely to get that money, you have to go to the trash team for them.
Yeah, you're going to sacrifice. If you want the bag, you got to go to the scrubs. Damn. And then you got to work your contract to get traded when your contract is up. But you're praying you don't get hurt before that contract, because then if you don't, you don't get paid. And if you don't produce on the sucky team, then they're going to be like, oh, he's a bust. And then now your check goes down.
Well, damn.
Yeah, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. So, but here's Eli Manning. Now let's pay attention to Archie Manning, which is the old crusty white guy who's standing next to his son. We're going to add this to the stage.
That's what we're sticking to. Who's influenced you the most?
You know, just it's not really an influence. This was my decision. It was, I wanted to do this. I was not, told to do this. We talked about it, and I thought it was the best idea, so I went with it.
The Chargers call your name when I talk to you after the pick. Will you be wearing a Chargers hat?
That's his dad.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Good luck, guys. Thanks.
With the first choice in the 2004 NFL Draft, the San Diego Chargers select Eli Manning, quarterback, Mississippi.
Because he was picked by the Chargers.
You see now, he's getting booed all over the country.
Well, that's what's happened with this scenario here, and that's why Archie hates it, because what's happened is that now Eli is a villain.
Yeah. So, but the thing that I want folks to take in was how Archie Manning sat there and he shut up. Now let's look at what Deion said.
That if the right team does not pick him, that you will intervene.
That's my son. It's not like who I would like for him to play for. It's a couple teams that I won't allow him to play for. It's almost like you got a child that's going into an occupation that you already dominated in. Like, come on. And you don't think I'm not gonna sit there like a navigational system and tell him take a right there, take a left right there, take a not that, not that. Oh no. Like, that's who I'm called to do. That's my son. I'm not gonna let my son get down in no foolishness.
But you and I both know these coaches, these owners, right? You've been in the rooms.
Right.
The owners, billionaire owners,
yes,
will often say, well, this is a young man who should be making his own decisions. He's got this helicopter dad.
Not my son.
So now we all applauded and we said, yay, black man, yay, black man. Your son went to one of the worst teams in the NFL, Cleveland Browns, who has a history of having quarterbacks drafted and then not make it. In the past 10 years, they've had close to 8 different quarterbacks playing. So not only did your son go to a terrible team, he went to one of the worst teams for quarterback development.
Well, did he intervene?
No, because you know why? Who you going to tell to draft your son? It's their league. So what they showed you was when you talk all that big talk, they showed you, Shedeur paid for the sins of his father. It had nothing to do with Shedeur in its entirety, because Shedeur never said any of those things, right?
Yeah. Right.
But Deion, you did. And you sat on national TV and said, there's teams I don't want my son to play for. And he's not, because he's going to listen to me. They pay coaches millions of dollars to talk to your son and coach him and tell him what to do. There's GMs, there's owners, there's all of these things that go into football. And you, who are no longer in the league, feel like you're going to tell these people who have all this money invested what they're going to do with your son. How about this? Your son just doesn't play.
And that's where I was trying to get to, because I'm like, how do you have that level of entitlement to where you feel like you can tell these people what to do? And I mean, Tamara was hitting on it. She was like, these are billionaires. You and I know these owners, like trying to drop the hint of like,
don't do this. Right. So the one thing I always bring up is when Chappelle had his joke when he first did his stand-up, when he said, I want white people and black people to realize that there's a whole nother set of white people.
Yes.
That live behind the curtain.
Yes.
And he literally pointed at him. He said, you guys think you're white. No. I seen a whole different level of white people behind this curtain when we talked $50 million. What you think these billionaire owners is talking about behind that curtain that Deion keeps saying you know the secrets to? Yeah, you know the secrets, but your son, you cursed your son by saying what you're not going to let him do in a league that nobody owns. That's black. You set him up. Whereas you could have stood there just like Archie Manning did
and just shut up. And
I'm going to give you everything behind the scenes. Sometimes I feel like we get so rah because we've been so hurt, so damaged. We've had everything happen to us that you can possibly imagine. And so when you get the power, you say, y'all ain't going to do this shit to me. And they say, yes, we are. Watch this. Instead of you saying, all right, son, here's how we gonna play this shit. And then everybody shut up and be cool. Cause I know this, cause I've been in this league for years. So if this happens, all right, let's be cool, clap, do everything Eli Manning did. He held the jersey, he was pissed, like this is some bullshit. I gotta go through this. Within the hour, he played for a different team. Within the hour, your son sat for days because you said, my son's not gonna do that. So you played the game wrong. One is checkers, one is chess. If you know how these owners are, you know, I got to be cool and shut up and coach my son behind the camera. But Deion loves the camera so much that you forget you're not playing no more, bruh, but your sons are.
Right.
So your son got cursed because your mouth. And everybody's up in arms. It's a collusion. It's a collusion. It's a collusion. Here's the other thing, because I got called a clown, and this is the way I'll end it. I got called a clown because I said, I think we are the most ridiculous people in the world. Why? If we believe that the NFL colluded amongst another young black male, then why do we keep running to the NFL? You got a whole nother professional league over here by The Rock, who's a minority owner. Deion's star power could help catapult The Rock's league into a totally different bracket. Why do you say that, Coach? Because nobody was going to see Colorado football until Deion got there.
Right.
But if you go look at the stands of a Colorado Buffaloes game, they're not black people filling those seats. That stadium is filled with white faces. Those white faces will follow Deion wherever he goes. When they make this villain out of Deion, that's just so, once again, we have a good versus evil. People don't hate Deion the way they think. People actually revere him because the man does exactly what he's going to say. It's not too many people who can do that. And they keep giving him big checks to do it. So if you really wanted to say or make a statement of my son's not going to do this, then why not go over here with The Rock? A minority owner who owns a league, who's a professional league, all these guys are getting paid, and you can now shine a different light, and you and your son can start something different where black young men like him don't have to feel like it's modern day buck bashing, because we have a league that we can go to that belongs to us. No different than the HBCU that you left. So don't get mad at white people doing white people shit. You should know it best.
Yeah. And that's where I guess my surprise is, because I'm like, you're acting as if you don't know what's happening. You don't have any ownership in this league. So for you to walk around with your chest out and think y'all gonna do whatever I say, that's insane. You know that's not how this works. You know that.
I mean, now.
Period.
Too slow.
Like Gabe said, that's what happens if you come from money. Because if the 0 and 82 Diamondbacks select my son for life-changing money, he better go. And I know that's right.
0 and 82 Diamondbacks.
And so Lena lives in Cleveland. She said these people in Cleveland are going to eat him alive. They have no idea what's in store, and it has nothing to do with the team. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you feel like there's now going to be a target on his back from the opposing teams?
So here's the thing. I think all in all, everybody knows what Shador is. Deion tried to sell us used shoes.
Oh.
Deion, that's the problem. That's the problem. Deion, you tried to sell us used shoes. If you watch Shador, you see the flaws that he has. Not that he can't play in the NFL, but like Tom Brady said, you need to stop worrying about these Bentleys and watch this film.
Yeah.
Now he trains with Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the best quarterback to do it. Everybody calls him the GOAT. But when the GOAT says he needs to stop worrying about the flash and get in this playbook.
So you mean to tell me you have access to the best of the best, and your mindset is still on materialistic things?
Look at his dad. That's what I'm saying, where he's paying for the sins of his dad, because his dad was like that. I don't know if anybody's ever seen a picture of Deion Sanders the day he got drafted into the NFL, but he had gold chains on like Mr. T, to the point where the announcer was like, do you got your signing bonus around your neck? He was like, nah, I'm going to get more money. They don't make no difference, baby.
Okay, Deion.
Yeah, he said
What
that.
you talking about?
Deion Sanders was so cocky. And see, this is what I'm saying about his son trying to be in his steps.
Mm-hmm.
Deion Sanders went in to meet with the New York Giants. New York Giants put a playbook on the table, and he looked at the playbook. He said, "That's too thick." And they said, "Well, what do you mean?" He said, "That's too thick. I ain't got to learn that." And they said, "Well, if you come on this team, you're gonna have to learn it."
Mm-hmm.
Deion said, "This is a known. Anybody who knows football knows Deion. This is what he told them. When do you pick?" They said 10th. "Oh, I won't be there anyway. Don't worry about it."
Ooh.
And he wasn't.
Ooh.
That's who his son thinks he is.
Ooh.
But you ain't him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get mad at his son trying to emulate his father. I get mad at his father saying, "Now hold on now.
Yeah, you're not there.
You ain't me."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to say that to your son because you don't want to crush him. But nigga, you ain't me.
Mm-hmm.
Deion told them, "I'm not going to be there by the 10th round." And he wasn't. But Deion was that nice. You talking about, well, any team that picked me, you know, I'm going to change the culture anyway. How? From the bench?
Bean said he probably should go to the USFL first and develop.
I think so. Like, I think he's not going to play right away at all. So the team he went to has 3 other quarterbacks.
Yikes.
And they drafted a quarterback in front of him.
Yikes.
So there's 4 quarterbacks on this roster, including him. Good luck. And 2 of them are veterans. 3 of them. Matter of fact, one of them is the dude I can't stand, Kenny Pickett. For the former Philadelphia Eagles / Pittsburgh Steelers. Kenny Pickett's ass is there. And you know, if he don't beat out Kenny Pickett, y'all will never hear the end of my mouth because Kenny Pickett is terrible.
For this full circle moment.
I can't wait. So that's my rant. My rant is sometimes I understand black people. We get so mad and we have been put down and told we can't do things all the time, every day. Shit. TDS Radio has been told what we can't do.
Oh, yeah.
But sometimes you just got to shut up and show. And if you got an inside track, you don't go on national TV and tell people how you're going to play, especially when they have all the winning cards in their hand. Deion trying to play spades, and he only got 1 spade, and they got joker, deuce, and ace. They got all the power, and that's sad.
Just another thing that I wanted, and I wanted your opinion on, or your thoughts. When I was watching the draft, you know, I was paying attention to the rooms. There weren't any of us in those rooms.
So those are all the executives. So when you see those rooms and you see all the people that's in there high-fiving,
yes.
Those are the people who make the decisions in the league. Those are the GMs and et cetera, and coaches, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So those are the ones that make the decisions. So when people say, "Oh, it's a modern day slave," stop that too, because it is a smack in the face to our ancestors who actually like died, who've been beaten, you know what I'm saying, limbs cut off and mockery made out of you. Stop that. This ain't that, because these niggas is getting millions of dollars to be a slave. So I would eat them watermelons every goddamn time.
Before I be a slave?
Before I be a slave, I'd be buried in the grave.
Okay.
Or be the hardest working nigga in the cotton field. So I would be right in that cotton field. I'm like, "Said hook." How did Tommy Davis say? Said hook. Hey, just hook. What are we talking about here? And you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Oh, it's a modern day slave. Don't do that to our ancestors. Don't do that. Because don't nobody be like, it's a modern day Holocaust for the white ones that get picked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They don't say that. They don't say that. So don't compare that to our plight that we still are overcoming over here. This is still a game that black men are getting paid millions of dollars for and changing generations behind them. Like, for example, Sador. He was raised on NFL checks.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
No one's talking about the other one. What's his name?
Shiloh.
Yeah.
You know why nobody's talking about Shiloh? Because Shiloh is like the only one who's like grounded. He didn't want to leave Jackson State. He was going to stay, and his dad hit him with the "get your ass over here." He didn't want to leave. But you know, like I said, I say that to say we have to make a decision when we're playing these games. We have to understand that everything is not for public consumption. because it can hurt other people.
Mhm.
And in this case, it hurt his son.
Mhm.
His son probably should have gone higher than the 5th round. I believe so. I thought he was going to go in the 2nd or 3rd.
I was going to say possibly 2nd.
Yeah, 2nd and 3rd round. But when I seen 5th, I'm like, ooh,
They're punishing him.
Yeah, this is because of Deion.
And that's the one thing, like you said, when you're looking at people who have this money, they'll do things like that. They'll purposely show you without intentionally saying anything.
Yeah.
So, with your expertise and you seeing how, you've seen so many players come and go. What do you think is going to happen with Shedeur? What's his future?
The best thing he can do is have a good offseason and show that he can play this game in the scrimmages when the season starts, because he's not going to get a lot of reps because he's quarterback 4. But whenever he does get the reps, he needs to show that he can do it so that another team may say, okay, I'll take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
But sitting in Cleveland, we already know he's the 3rd. He's fighting for 3rd or 4th on the roster in that position right now. Because they have Deshaun Watson, who got in trouble with the massages and all that shit. So he's
Crazy.
there. Then you got Joe Flacco, who is like a legendary guy, who's a solid backup. So those 2 spots
still
are
playing?
Old man just won't give it up. But those 2 spots are solidified. So he's working for number 3.
And then we got Kenny Pickett.
So he's working for number 3.
What is your beef with this man?
Kenny Pickett was a quarterback
like X said, Kenny is trash.
Kenny is trash.
Oh,
Kenny Pickett,
okay.
if he can't beat Kenny Pickett, we got problems. Like, that's what I'm saying. So Kenny Pickett and then the 2 rookies that they drafted, one being Shedeur, are all fighting for the number 3 spot. Nobody ever carries more than 3 quarterbacks on a roster. So somebody out of that 3 ain't gonna make it because they have 4. So right. So Dylan Gabriel. So that's the one they drafted as well. So between Dylan, who they drafted higher, Shedeur, and Kenny Pickett, they're all fighting for the 3rd spot. Flacco's not going to get cut because he's your more experienced veteran guy. You keep him in the locker room just because he knows football.
How old is this nigga?
Just as old as Ben.
God, stop.
Roethlisberger. So, but I mean, he did actually a pretty decent job the last couple times that he actually went in. He's a serviceable backup.
Okay.
So that's what you use him for. But and then when you asked about Shiloh is not as good, but Shiloh is not talking like he is.
Is he teachable?
I think he has the tools, but in the NFL, you don't have that type of time.
Understandable.
He should have got that in college.
Okay.
So this is going to be straight either
you got it or you don't.
Yeah, either you can do it or you can't. And that's terrible. But, the hype isn't him. The hype is Shedeur because he's the only one talking like his dad. And he's nowhere close. So, Deion, as much as I am a Deion fan, Deion, shut up. And talk to your sons behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Because you do know, I can understand if he was blind and he didn't understand and it was like, damn, Deion, you messed up. You should have shut up. You do deals with these people.
Yeah.
You know what they talk about behind closed doors, just like Jerry Jones talking about one of his players' penises to Jamie Foxx.
Right. What?
Yeah, and he got an 8-inch cock. Whoa! And Jamie Foxx hit that thing quick. What are we doing? What the hell?
No.
That's the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. You got caught saying that about a player.
Crazy.
Who did Deion play for? Jerry Jones. One of the most racist ones out of all of them. You know what it is. So shut your ass up. Stop living through your sons. It's over.
Gabe said Watson is hurt and won't play. Flacco's old, so they may be fighting for 1st and 2nd.
Who? Shedeur ain't, y'all know good and hell well. Shedeur, we ain't gonna turn it. That's 1st and goal. That's this show. This show. Not this show. We'll argue on that another time, Gabe. Shedeur's ass ain't going nowhere. So that's my rant.
All right.
Deion, shut the hell up.
Okay.
That is the rant of the day.
I'm gonna get you some music.
Do it need music? It doesn't need music.
I'll make my own.
But now
like, y'all production fucking sucks.
But that might get us more views.
This guy sucks.
So now let's go into the most important part. You ready to beat me out here, O? Or beep? Ready? It's time for That's Up. So today this is Up with Kim because I don't know these stories. So she's going to tell these stories today.
Well, we can start with the bottom one. So, yeah. So when they say there needs to be, a tariff on podcast equipment and people essentially just need to back away from the microphone, I think this is one of the reasons, because for whatever reason, some people get on these podcasts and just start showing who they really are.
Okay.
So this one, I'm not quite sure of the actual podcast or who they are, but it was a group of people talking about why men don't actually talk about what their intentions are when they go to women.
Oh boy.
And this is what this guy had to say. Hit it.
Let's preface this.
Okay.
We are not going to ask me what I think when this shit is over.
No. Okay. Good. Go ahead and give me.
All right, because I ain't watch it, but we're not going to ask me. So what do you think? I am not. Don't do that. Here we go.
I don't like you. I want to hit it. I don't want a relationship. That's the reality.
See, Pram trying to take over our shit.
That if the right team.
There we go.
There we go. Goddamn Prime. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Women go, but tell me that. Where would that get us?
Nowhere. Exactly where it's supposed to get you. Because a girl who doesn't want that arrangement is allowed and has the freedom to say no thank you. So you can go find the girl who does want the arrangement.
100%.
So
but I don't want the girl that want the arrangement. I want you.
So that's what I'm saying. You don't really want me.
Yes,
you
I
want
do.
an encounter with me.
I do.
You want, and you don't
No,
want me.
I want an encounter with you. Yes. I don't want you. I want the encounter. However you word it. Yeah.
You can't have everything you want.
I can get the encounter if I lie. But if I tell you the reality, am I getting the encounter?
Okay, so what you're describing is not a woman not wanting the truth. It's you not wanting the truth.
It is her. She doesn't want the truth really. Because does she want me to tell her that I want just the encounter?
Kello.
But the reality
she doesn't want just an encounter with you.
That's my point, bro.
So it's not that she doesn't want the truth. She does want the truth so that she can decline.
She doesn't want the reality. So if it's a guy you like and he feels that way, that's what you want him to tell you?
Yes, I can walk away and not deal with him.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to
know
how you feel, for real. That's literally yes.
Oh, I get him. I understand what he's saying.
What do you think he's saying?
No, I don't agree with what he's saying, but I understand what he's saying.
Okay.
It's stupid, but I get it. He's using the truth as women say they want to hear the truth, right? That's what he's looking at it as, right? So women want the truth. So I'm giving you the truth. So by giving you the truth, it should access the good things because I did something good. That's the stupidity that
he's feeling like he should be rewarded for.
Yeah, I told you the truth because that's what you said you wanted. And she's like, yeah, but you told me the truth and I appreciate that. So that gives me the ability to have a choice. He's looking at it as, but your choice should be
what I want.
Because I told you the truth. You don't see my shirt? Why the hell did we run
what
this?
did you talk about?
Yeah, y'all didn't see his shirt. Y'all talk amongst yourselves while I pull his shirt back up.
I did see his shirt,
and then we wondering why he talking.
Exactly what he said.
Bitch, get it together, not me now.
No, we're
get it together. You be thinking big, bitch.
That's what he said.
Thinking big, bitch. Think big, bitch.
This is whack. Like
this whole argument.
Yeah, come on up to the mic.
Okay, so I just feel like that's just like you saying you committing a crime. And then you go into the police saying, I committed this crime, but don't take me to jail because I told you.
I told you.
I told you about it. So, you should just let me off the hook.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what he said.
That's not how that
pretty much what he is saying. And I find it so funny because that seems to be a commonality of just like, well, I told you the truth. So you should want to reward me because I told you the truth instead of just realizing that, no, just don't manipulate the situation. Just let me know what's going on, but realize that I still have a choice to decide if I want to deal with this or not. That is insane. Absolutely crazy.
Just sounds like someone was raised off participation.
You get a sticker.
Just for telling the truth. Like, hey, sticker for you.
And then what's crazier is the fact that you sat on this podcast with these little arms and this big body.
He had what's the Toy Story toy from?
I don't like you. I want us.
Exactly where it's
the T-Rex from Toy Story. That's what it's giving.
I have.
That's why you lie right there. That's why. That's why you gotta lie.
There will be no shaming. See, See?
But let's be honest. Look at this nigga. He don't even look like he get pussy anyway.
Wait a minute.
He got a lot for the shit in the first place. Well, he's telling the truth, so that's why he feels like he should get the gold sticker.
Yeah.
Because that's a tyrannosaurus.
You said he would tell the truth. He'd be lying.
He'd be lying.
He'd be lying.
Look at his shirt.
Look at his titties and his stomach.
Well, somebody might like it.
No. I know what you're about to
If
say.
he tell
No.
the truth, somebody would like it. I mean, he got a ring on his finger. Did anybody else peep that?
Yeah, he's married.
Somebody likes that.
Yeah, he's married.
That hairline, those titties, that stomach, and those little arms.
So he been getting the gold star all his life.
see.
Wow, shit. My bad.
Now, what if somebody said that about your brother? You would be pissed.
But my brother know what he look like.
Exactly. I was about to say, you actually know that you're a nice looking guy. This guy looks crazy. He looks like he jacks off to random
There's the
porn.
ring. There is the ring. Right there. That's the ring.
So yes, somebody said yes to this guy. Somebody.
Well,
and you say yes to his attitude.
Yes, I would be embarrassed if that was my husband. What?
There it is.
First of all, I'm embarrassed by the way you look.
Yeah, I'm.
And then
scared
remember when
for
we had
any
that
woman
whole
that woke up-
conversation about a collar?
See, I told you. When your shirt collar don't be right, motherfuckers get mad at me all the time. Hey man, why you always got your shirt buttoned all the way up? Because my neck to collar ratio is never right. So I'd rather just take that shit away from y'all. If y'all be like, why your collar so wide? Because my neck is wide.
that is wild.
That's kind of crazy. That's good.
I just take that shit off the table. If I open this button right now, that shirt be like poof. You'd be like, why your shit blown out like that, bruh? Because my neck is wide, yo. I got a wide neck, so the shirt automatically just be like. And then now I'm looking with like this dude. They should have never put that microphone on his.
Well, where else you gonna put it?
If you can't go to Bella Noche's, where can you go?
You just hold on to the microphone, man. We have comments.
Wait, like a clay figure. By the look of the hairline and eyes, he don't hang around women often. He will be peeping in a window in 2 years. Max.
Hello.
A clay figure.
See, y'all just ain't right.
Not a clay figure.
He just wants the experience.
I think that's what it sounds like.
He just want to be heard.
She has not seen him yet. Right. This nigga is a passport, bro.
See, that's what I thought. How do we know it's a she? How do we know he's married to a woman?
Oh,
he's talking about getting women, so I would assume.
I thought that too, though.
But he could be telling his truth at the same time. But baby, I told you, I was doing this on the side.
I definitely
that's real.
That definitely crossed my mind when I seen the shirt combo. I was like, he's too old for that. That could be a community situation where you're just one of those. What is the dad from Family Matters?
Carl.
That's a Carl Winslow.
Carl Winslow.
It's a Carl Winslow. I see it. There you got this. These. This. You got the Anthony Hamilton going on.
That's what X said, the patchy beard.
You got the Anthony Hamilton going on. And then you're telling women how women feel.
Yes.
That's always wild to me. When men get into arguments about what women feel, yeah.
Black people.
Yeah. Because I can't do that. I can't tell any one of you how you feel as a woman. I cannot tell you your experience as a woman. And he is definitely telling a woman her experience.
Mm-hmm.
Even after they strictly said, no, we want the truth. He said, no, you don't.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Because the truth doesn't get me buns.
And what you're showing right now is that you're the type of guy who will fake being a good guy to get buns because by the way you look and your titty to gut ratio and your arm.
I mean, I think there's a lot of judgment there.
Because this nigga looks crazy. You would not go on somebody's podcast looking like that.
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying.
First of all, if I'm on somebody else's podcast, immediate black. so you can't see no creases.
The fact that you thought this out.
Ken said,
Big bitch.
Yeah.
You need to be thinking big bitch.
Because y'all niggas won't be doing this to me on somebody else's podcast. Y'all see that fat nigga talking crazy? No.
everybody be like, well, you know.
Won't happen to me.
But
There's a standard.
That's what I'm saying. So you out here like this trying to approach somebody. That
Look at the face
like,
of Dumb and Dumber.
Yes, the young girl next to you who's a nice looking girl. You probably approaching her thinking that, okay, well, I want some bunches. She's like, well, look at your shirt, patchy beard, and your hairline and arm to, you know, body ratio.
I mean, I think that's judgy.
If you
if
gonna
you
say the
approaching me-
misogynistic things, you can at least be handsome.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
So y'all are all in agreement that this is not a handsome guy.
No.
But you know,
fuck no.
Wow.
I think it's
All
what
right.
he said. Because
All
you know what? Is he a bad looking guy? No. But I think once he opened up his mouth, that took him down several points to where, and then you start looking at things like, look at your
Is his
hairline.
eyebrows arched?
Kim.
Ooh.
It's only at
It wasn't just what came out
It wasn't.
your
I mean,
mouth.
because you got the stomach and titty. And when you're sitting like this and your arms are on top of all this, but you trying to tell somebody what they need to be.
I think we have some reels here that might go viral. Because somebody's going to be like pointing the arrow at me like, because I don't know what you got going on over here.
No, it's like,
I knew I should have wore black.
no, it's not. It's not the
Super
same.
stick out right now. But I had on khaki, so I thought I could get away with it. You know what I mean? God damn.
It's not the same.
It's 100% not.
It's
the
really
same.
no. Look at that.
Look at this nigga.
Take a closer look.
Wouldn't you tell him about himself?
I would have advised him not to wear that shirt. I would have given him strong, friendly advice that I don't think, or we need to get you a different seat that allows you to recline.
Yes.
So that you don't have creases, my brother. Some creases make you look crazy.
Because everything's right here. Like, nigga, you look like you just 2 shots in a Wegovy. What I need you to do.
It's the way he sit. I feel like the other black man all the way on the end, he's sitting a different way.
He
so
knows
it
how to
gives,
lean,
like,
so you
it's
don't
like,
show all, you know.
Don't give all the
Yeah.
roll up and run. That's what I'm saying. He don't care. He really think he got the method.
Yeah. And look, and what did Lena say? Even the other guy has on a
Yes.
black shirt
'Cause he's a bigger guy.
because you know. You wear the dark ones, so you know how women know how to contour their face.
Absolutely.
Men know how to contour their fat. So let me put this shirt on because Chiquita had the nerve to get me some dad shirts, right?
Oh.
And she's like, because you don't wear fitted clothes. I said, because I got a stomach. So then just because my chest and shoulders rock right, then now I'm out here tight with the space. And if I lift my arms up, you see stomach. Why am I going to do that? You got to think this shit through when you're a big guy. This.
Do you fucking like me?
This ain't it. This was not thought through.
And then you coming on here talking crazy. Man, homegirl, both of these women, I appreciate them because the way I would have went on this nigga, like, wait a minute.
His arm ratio is crazy.
Well, fool lined your shit up.
I'm trying to catch the brother because he has a sweater on.
You gotta get him the church to lined your
See,
shit up.
this is another big brother.
Yes.
But now notice
He got the hat.
That
would be you.
Yeah.
You're damn right.
Because he got the hat.
Sweater.
Beard's cool. Got the sweater. And look at his placement.
Yeah, because I can't show all my titty. I just got to show a little titty. There, it could be a couple different things. Couple different things. I could still be trying to form and work in the gym. So I'm gonna just give you this. He got good forearm. See the forearm right there? That's what he's showing you. Stick to the forearm,
And
not
that's a
here.
full man arm. Now we got
Yeah.
little stickly arm over here, nigga. What women should do. And
Yeah, because that's where your chest is supposed to be.
nigga look like he got on a
That's
fat
it.
suit. Like, come on.
Okay, that's
Okay, I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna get canceled.
Jason didn't mean to got the same size arm.
Y'all ain't right. And the people watching are just as rude. Y'all are terrible.
You know what he looks like? Mr. Potato. Because Mr. Potato got the little arms.
But you have called me Mr. Potato Head on this show multiple times. I don't feel comfortable.
No, I'm actually
anymore.
talking about your head and when you're bald, because you do look like an Idaho potato when you're bald.
Well,
And
maybe
the
he's
eyes-
more shaped like an avocado.
That's real.
Oh, yeah.
The avocado.
That's real.
You know what? Anybody who allowed him to say, anybody who let him get in that chair and not tell him, hey, man, we might as well go ahead and take that back and cut this off.
Yeah.
Or just go ahead and get you a unit. But don't do this.
No, don't put no fucking unit on your head. Just go bald, because my boy pushed your shit back. The fuck? He didn't even put no chalk on your shit. Like,
Nah, he ain't give him no sauce at all. He ain't even feeling his beard.
That nigga say you got half of the price, you get half of the hairline.
Jesus.
You know what he looks like, y'all? Have y'all
Oh,
ever
man.
seen the tiny chef on Nickelodeon?
Yes, I love him. He went Eminem.
That's real.
Look at it. Look at it. Then look back at him. Then look over at me.
See, I knew it wasn't me.
It's not.
Y'all ain't right. I see the tiny, yeah. Because he got skinny ass arms and all this. That's what really makes it look wild. And this, whoever the barber was, you are, sir, your barber is a complete asshole. Clearly, he does not care about you, because when he handed you the mirror, y'all all said, yup.
Yeah.
That's it, my boy. That's
I
it, my
appreciate
boy.
that right now.
In reality, you should have told him, nigga, what did you talk about?
Facts. Facts. See, Jay, you know. Yes, the little chef. Yeah. You're like, my milk got a boy to the job. Nigga, look.
So what he was saying, because you're killing him on his look. This is a what the F because of what he was saying?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So then y'all, as the delegation representing the women and the women watching, what could he have said differently after I'm like, oh, I get it? What could he have said differently?
Nothing. Just shut the fuck up and sit in the corner.
Because you told on yourself. You literally just sat there and said that you'll say whatever it is you need to say to manipulate a woman to get her in bed. And that's crazy to me.
Yeah, that's well, I mean, look at him. I mean, he's not coming straight up and talking anything. He has the finesse somebody, and he has, because he has a ring on.
And you know who he
There's
is.
some woman out there that would
Some desperate woman.
She got enough stars to give out to the nigga, apparently.
Hey.
That's terrible.
And you know what? It could be one of those things. Now, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, possibly, because his eyes tell me a different story. Maybe he's just saying that because he knows that this will be a viral moment. But then coming off camera, he could probably be the sweetest guy.
Nah. This nigga believe
I don't
it.
do that.
He said that with his chest.
He said that with everything in him.
He believed that.
Proudly, like, he said,
He said, what do you mean?
Because he corrected her too many times.
I'm gonna lie every time. No.
Because he really did try to correct her.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not law.
Okay.
He corrected her way too many times.
Yeah.
Well, I tried little arms. And then, like I said, right there, look at his eyes. Those eyes are a man that doesn't have all of
I
his
think I
fries
should
in
move
a
him
Happy
on
Meal.
the other side of me, just in case. I think this nigga need to be on the opposite side by Obi, because I just feel somebody saying, I can feel a side by side coming real soon. Or somebody that know me like, nah, nigga, take off your hat though. And I am not completely shaved, so I will not do it. But this shouldn't be next to
That
me.
nigga looks like he drools. Don't he?
Not
Yes.
sinners.
He looks like he drools. Like,
Okay. Well, we've chopped him
all
up
right.
enough.
Well, you know,
Remove.
now, I mean,
That was a good roasting session. God damn it. It's been a minute, bitch. I'm ready to cook in this motherfucker. Okay, I'm good.
So you had another one.
we have another one. Well, actually, this one could go either way, but let's go ahead and let's talk about this one because we got a video for this one. Not that one. The video, the last one, my nigga.
Oh shit.
That's I will vote for Donald Trump.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and throw it in. That's fucked up because we all know that we did what we needed to do for the election, right? We all know the people who
He
did not.
said nigga look like he smelled like ketchup. Cancel the show. What the fuck? Because I know the smell he's talking about. X. That's it. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, I know the smell.
Yes.
Wow.
The not quite fresh niggas smell like fries type. I'm sorry. Okay. That grease. Yeah.
Somebody done put vinegar in that bitch too.
Now wait a damn minute. You know what?
I
There
know
was
that
a
smell.
couple of kids in school that smelled like ketchup, and they were.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They don't even wash their fucking legs.
I'm sorry. Damn. They don't wash their legs.
No, they would wash the top part and then let the suds fall down.
Yeah,
and then act like you're clean.
Mm-hmm.
If the soap touches their leg, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm clean. I'm clean."
Oh yeah, you were in a meeting. That's what me and Ms. V were talking about, the whole washing thing. So
Is that when I got blamed for the dude?
Yeah,
That's yeah, bro. Hey man, y'all gotta watch. Nigga came on me like, hey man, I use washcloths. I'm like, I'm like, I didn't say you didn't. Like, but I played it up like, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm glad.
You don't even know why the nigga was coming at you.
So for those that don't know, real quick, yesterday before we came in, one of our viewers, his name is Rob. Rob is the guy. If you ever watched the podcast some time ago, he's the one that does all the dope pictures.
I saw him yesterday.
So yeah, so he came in and he was like, but as soon as I walked past, he was like, "Yo, Ken, I use washcloths, man." I'm like, okay, but that's what's up, you know. Well, you know. And then, but so y'all was the one talking about
yes,
that.
me and Auntie V. It was when you were in your men's conference meeting. Me and Auntie V were talking about the video of the because it started with just airports and people being nasty, and then I started talking about a video of these two white girls who had a podcast that talked about how they don't.
I seen that video. Yeah, they don't use washcloths.
And that they just wash their upper part and then just let the soap go down.
That's
to their
crazy
legs
work.
and feet.
I don't understand that.
Crazy.
Don't let them be washing their hair because they just let it come. Oh, it's so bad.
Okay. Wow.
Well,
So then
speaking of different races,
I was gonna say, so let's continue this bag.
let's go ahead.
This is about to get bad.
Let's talk about another story that came out. I don't know if you guys saw the poll that recently was released on Monday, where it shows that most Hispanic voters are now regretting their vote for Trump. It says the poll found that 60% of the Latin voters say the country is headed in the wrong direction, with 70% blaming Trump. 4 of the top priorities for Hispanic voters are pocketbook issues, especially the cost of living and inflation. Nearly half, 49%, pin rising everyday costs on Trump, while they feel he and his congressional Republicans aren't doing enough to bring those expenses down. Quote, Latino voters are frustrated that their economic priorities are being ignored and that a key promise made by Trump during the election is not being kept.
What is you talking about?
Hit it.
Everybody together, okay? I need you loud, because I want to Trump hear that song, okay? Again. Yo quiero que todo el mundo lo cante fuerte para que nuestro presidente la escuche. ¿Ok? En español bien ahorita. Viene ahora. So, tranquilito. Come on. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my God, I will vote. Everybody. I will vote. Come on. Repeat.
The oh my God part of that song every time just wows me up. Oh my God.
Yes. So the fact that y'all are in disbelief
That
is
song
crazy.
hit though.
Yes. Hey.
Make sure you gotta roll your R's. Like,
All those who are complaining know someone that got deported.
Listen.
Hey, you know what funny but not funny? There is a teacher. She's Jamaican, and she said, "I ain't signed on for this shit." She going back.
I know that's right.
She literally said, "It's like because it's like deportations." So she's like, "I ain't worried about none of that. I didn't sign up for this. I'm going back."
Boom.
Mm-hmm. Period.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Can't get mad. I'm like,
not mad
can
at all.
we go?
Oh, right. Like, what do I gotta do?
Because them eggs at the resort was damn. I ain't had an egg like that since.
Listen, because they're farm raised.
Right. Fresh every morning.
Listen.
With that jerk chicken. And what was my man's name?
Sheldon.
Goddamn Sheldon.
Sheldon.
I'll never forget Sheldon. That chicken was delicious. Every night Sheldon came through smoking with that damn chicken off that grill.
And it just fell off the bone.
Goddamn Sheldon. Goddamn Sheldon, what you put on this now?
You know what's crazy, y'all? Me and Lena were sitting poolside. All of them were in the pool. They spotted Sheldon, was like, "Hey, yo, can y'all get us?" I said, wait a minute. But I'll be damned if we ain't come back with plates for everybody.
I'll never forget. I rolled on Sheldon eating it like, no, what you seasoning this with? Goddamn. So you squeeze orange on that? God damn, Sheldon, shit.
A little bit of red stripe.
God damn, Sheldon.
So yeah, I just find it funny that this is now we're getting to the point where it's like, oh, this is not what we signed up for. And what is also funny is that recently Trump sat down in a recent interview where Anchor had told him, like, a lot of people are complaining and saying that, this is not what they wanted. They thought, something different was going to happen during your presidency. He was like, no, this is what you signed up for. I campaigned this. And I think that was the smartest thing that man has said throughout his whole entire presidency. I'm
That's
not
the
sure.
only knowledgeable thing that he said.
Ever.
This
Anything
whole
out of his
entire
mouth is just.
Oh, what resort did we go to? I forgot.
Secrets.
Yeah,
Secrets in Montego Bay. It was Wild Orchid.
10 plates of jerk.
Yes.
Sheldon was serving us.
Yes.
Yeah, it was great. We need to go back. Is this the clip?
Yes, that's the clip. Mm-hmm.
Voted for you saying, I didn't sign up for this. So how do you answer those concerns? Well, they did sign up for it, actually, and this is what I campaigned on. I said that we've been abused by other countries at levels that nobody's ever seen before. We were losing $3 to $5 billion a day on trade.
Don't pay any attention to what he said after that. But the fact that he said, this is what I campaigned,
That's what it was.
So now all those people that were screaming and dancing, I will vote Donald Trump. Vote Donald Trump.
I mean, you get what you asked for.
Hey.
Let me ask you a question, because you're the youngest on here, and I'm not trying to be funny. You're the youngest on here.
Me.
How does that make you feel when all right, we got 4 years of this, and your crew, your generation, really is the one that has to switch the pendulum. Like, y'all got to come out.
Okay. The fact that we're already in like the first 6 months of this, and there's already been so many things that's been affected, is what's killing me. Because a lot of people, the few people that I know that voted for Donald Trump that I don't know personally, but I know their, their prerogative. They don't seem to be changing anything. Like they're okay with the way that we're going.
That's scary. Okay.
But everybody else, like the black women and the black men and the people that I know that like convene on campus and try to make a difference, they actively are looking to change, but it's like, this wasn't our fight. We voted the right way. So now we have to clean up again. The way history is going, we have to clean up again somebody else's mess. And we are seen as though, like, my generation is seen as though we're not doing anything because we're on the internet a lot of the time. But the internet is how we spread information. But when we're just sitting back and not doing like grassroots type of like go out there and protest because
wade in the water type shit.
We're not doing that. They tried to shoot us last time we did that. We're not doing that again. We try to figure out a different way to go around.
Kimberly, I need you to stay professional.
We don't want to do that again.
But that's the fact.
Just say, there were dogs out there biting us.
Dogs. I'm not going out there. I'm not doing it. And then the thing is, like, we protest peacefully and still get dogs, still get hoses. But then, like, you know,
pepper spray,
storming the Capitol is cool.
Yeah.
And you can get out of prison for it.
And
because the president gonna let you out.
All you
for
get
that
is a
shit.
slap on the wrist and say, you can't fly here anymore. Are you serious?
That part.
But we're going to jail and have serious charges. And us being, you know, the people tossing the YNs type of comment a lot. So, like, a lot of the men and how the men dress nowadays and how the women show off, like, their bodies and stuff like that, we already get a bad rap for how my generation is going. But, like, nobody considers it taking our autonomy back instead of just, like, I guess I could say more taking autonomy back instead of considering, like, playing into a stereotype. Because y'all make the money, like, white America makes the money off us playing into a stereotype. But what if we play into a stereotype and make our own money back?
Thanks.
So,
because the main way to do
Is
it
that
is
what
with
you
fashion.
young people are talking about? Is that the game plan?
We're
I
trying.
support it.
Get on the boat with
Get on the boat.
We need it.
I can dig it.
And I understand, and I 100% agree because, like, I scroll through TikTok all the time. So that's definitely where I get the information. And so it's not that we as a generation don't care. It's just we move differently based off of what has already been presented. You're right. We protest differently, peacefully. We have had dogs, smoke bombs, everything done to us. So it's time for us to take our power back and monopolize off of our autonomy, because let's be honest, they do it anyways. They copy our bodies anyways. They're going to copy our style anyways. What's better than to take right of the conversation and then going forward and making money off of it? It's just effective us being together and making the proper monetization.
Okay. I hear you. Because, I mean, I'm joking, but you're 23?
Yes.
My daughter's 22, so that's why I'm like, okay. I hear you, youngins. But she was on ABC for her TikTok following. So, like you said, that whole going outside marching thing, nigga, I got 34,000 people that follow me. Watch this.
Exactly. It's just, I think also our generation is more mad, especially being a black woman. I can't speak on black men, specifically being them, like the younger generation of black men. As a black woman, like, nobody seemed to care about to vote for our rights. Like, nobody seemed to care. Like, we need reproductive health. Like, we need birth control eventually. The things that we're gonna need, they just said forget about it. Like, especially when it comes to black women. At that being said, and now everybody's like saying that, like, black women use abortions as a form of birth control, when that's statistically just not true. And the only reason it may be true is because we don't have access to, you know, the higher level healthcare and all the other things, because it's just not in the areas that we're at. And, like, I've just recently been seeing, like, the debates of, like, there's this one white man, he love him to death. One white man on TikTok, he is just arguing, like, not liberals, but he is arguing people down about abortions and stuff like that, because black people just don't have the same resources as people think that we do, because we're no longer in slavery. Of course you have the same resources that we do. You just have to go get them. When that's just not true. Like,
the cost is different.
Yeah.
The cost is totally different.
And the treatment is different. You know, that was something that I was talking about in the organization She's Local, where we as black women have to advocate for ourselves more in those healthcare spaces, because they just think, oh, you're okay. Oh, you can tolerate it. Oh, you can just do. And it's just based off of, you know, horrible science. And the fact that they think that our pain tolerance is higher, or that we're faking it, or that it's not a big deal, or that they just don't care.
What is the on the SAT where you say this is to that and that is to this? Y'all remember that? What is it called? Is that what it is? I'm old. I took that SAT in 1999.
I think it's called.
So that's So,
I didn't mean to laugh. Yeah.
So she did. It's okay. It's all right. But I made one of those like years ago when I said cops are to black men as doctors are to black women.
Yeah.
You know, like that. It's really a problem, especially like when in birthing. Like that things that happen to Black women during that time is actually ridiculous. But nobody talks about that. It's not even something that's on any type of ballot for people to discuss, but it needs to be.
Yeah, it's absolutely terrifying. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to have no babies. I'm sorry. The way y'all are like throwing away healthcare like that, I'm sorry. I'm scared. And I'm the generation that's supposed to be having babies next. So you want me to have a baby. I would think that you would fix the healthcare system. So Black women be more like feel more sick to have a child.
No.
But
they're fixing it, but not for you. Unfortunately, people who look like you, they're not going to fix it for. No.
Okay.
So I'm okay.
I like where your head's at.
I try.
I enjoy your conversation. Because it's refreshing to hear young people talk with sense.
Yes.
Because I deal with so many young people who don't talk with sense. So to hear young people like, yeah, because what? Y'all talking crazy. This is what we need to do. I'm like, yeah, Black power. Then I'll go to work and I'm like, oh.
We're doomed.
Because there's a generation behind Judah. I'm like, no. Everything you're doing is wrong.
I agree.
They don't give a damn.
So my girls, they're young. They're like, no, I have freshmen in high school all the way to seniors. Yo,
yeah.
The conversations they be having, I'm scared for them to get further in life. I'm scared.
What's the worst thing you've heard so far?
One of my girls was talking about going to college. She said, college should just be free. I said, I agree with you, but why would you say that? She said, because we don't do nothing in there anyway but party. So what's the point? Oh, okay. Well, everybody's just trying to go get their masters right now. Just forget about that because you need to be partying right now. And she said, well, I mean, if you party, what else do you do? I said, you go
in
to
college?
You're paying for class. What do you mean? She said, what do you mean you pay for class?
What?
I said, you just take a year off. After this, you just take a year off. Don't go back. It's okay. You take a second. She said, how much is classes? I said, I pay, because I don't live on campus, I pay like $13,000 for a semester. She said
$13,000 a semester?
Jesus. She said, what do you mean 13,000? She said 13 with 3 zeros at the end. I said, nah, 13 with 1 zero at the end. Yes, 13 with 3 zeros at the end. She said, that's kind of expensive. I just want a car, so never mind. I said, how do we jump from car to college, back to car? Stay home.
Yeah.
Girl,
go
if
home.
you don't pay attention, you ain't gonna get that car because where the fuck the car payment's gonna come from? Shit, I learned the hard way. Fuck around and find out if you want to.
This young lady told me, this lady act like I'm supposed to be in school.
What else are you supposed to be doing?
Because so she had a paper. If Mr. Purvis is watching, he can co-sign. This teacher be tripping. She act like I'm supposed to be in school. Like, what?
Like, seriously,
what's the other option? I didn't know there was another one.
She had a paper, right? She was like, and she gonna grade my paper wrong. Look, coach. I said, okay, well, let's see the paper. English is my thing. Let's see. Her margins, her paragraph was like this.
What? Like a quote.
Literally, that's how thick the margins were on each side. So she had like 4 words.
She tightened up the margins so
the margins were this thick on each side, so that it was this paragraph in the middle. That's how much space she had in the middle. Then she gonna talk about, because I don't have indentures. I said indentures. I said it's not. What? Y'all think I'm playing?
Nigga, what is he talking about?
What? It's not. It's not. What? So then now you got little margins, no indentures. And then she talking about, I need a site page. What's a site page anyway?
Works cited.
I said, you need to show your work. of where you got it from. Well, I put it on the rough draft. Yeah, but you didn't put it on the final draft. The final draft. Well, she already knew where I got it from. Why I got to do it again?
All right, go ahead and step out.
Nigga, what did you talk about?
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on.
Yeah.
You got to what?
Yeah.
You know, no.
Yeah.
What?
When she looked at me and said indentures, and I said,
okay.
What? Because I didn't even, because it took me forever to know what she was talking about. I'm like, because, you know, I'm so out the game because like math for me, I can't help these kids in math because I don't know it. I'm like, this is not the same math. Indentures. What is, I'm entertaining it. Like, well, what is that? She's like, you know, when you push it in on the sides.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. So I just entertained her. I said, well, look, we got to put some indentures in this. And we got to widen it out. And then when I widened it out to the regular size, she had 2 paragraphs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So you were trying to do that to make it, how many, 4 or 5 page paper?
2.
She only had to do 2 pages?
2.
Double or single space?
2. They don't even care about that. Just give me 2.
Are you serious?
Give me 2 pages.
What?
And she
Well,
took
double spaced. It is 2 pages.
Yeah, she took that thing and said, shh. Then it started halfway down the page because she had her name, the class, the date, indentures. This is our youth. Where do you deal with the volleyball girls at?
Northern
Okay.
High School.
Okay.
I also coach for a travel team.
Oh, that's what's up.
So, you know,
That's intense.
come out with me.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's intense.
I commend you because.
All right. So let's figure out what next story we have with the indentures.
Oh, okay. So okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I don't know how to set this up other than these 2 women were minding their business. Then here comes somebody's paw cussing them out.
Why are we doing this to men today?
Why are men?
That's why black men don't fuck with black women because you guys are too bougie. Press 6-1, baby. My fucking fiance is Asian because I can't stand y'all black bitches. But I love my 3 black daughters. Get your shit together. My homie told me personality will get you so far in life. Come on, man.
Thank you. Please get that man away from us.
Get your shit together.
All I did was sit here and be a black woman. All we did was sit here and be black.
And that's a black man.
So that's the video that everyone's seen and went viral. So the daughter went ahead and responded because she's like, yo, this is my dad. And here we go. What?
We can't just go past that quick. With chicken in his hand, though?
Is that what he was holding?
Mm-hmm. It surely was. Fried chicken at that.
With the wing, with the flat piece of the wing in your hands. Oh, she a bitch with your glasses and your Grady. Now I'm more mad at him than I am with Little Arm Dude. Because they're at least talking to Little Arm Dude. Nobody's talking to you, Grady.
You know, it's been a good week. I think we need to be done here.
Nobody's talking to you, Grady. Like, to come out, see, this is the type of shit. Let's not go past this yet. Because I
didn't realize it was chicken. I didn't know what he was.
That's why black men don't fuck with black women because you guys are too bougie. Press 6-1, baby.
It is chicken.
This is what he's saying as our representative.
Look at that worn ass jacket.
Indentures.
And the hat with the feather in it. Oh my.
Like,
the beard, the glasses.
And then you got a hoodie under this fucking pleather ass fucking jacket that just so happened to match the fucking
y'all know
Come on.
Here comes Amber. She's locked and loaded.
Tasmanian. How fucking dare you, bitch?
But you got a whole other video.
But so then, okay.
Let's see what his punk ass daughter has.
But here's what I will say before we get to the daughter. Thank you, this guy.
Yes. Because that's enough.
There you go. It's too much.
Thank you, this guy. I don't know. It's probably, maybe it's his homeboy or whatever, but thank you, this guy.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see what we got here with this one.
This is my dad. Dad, I want you to say exactly what happened that day at Roscoe's with those two women. What happened?
When I go to Roscoe's, y'all, the lady.
What happened at Roscoe's with that lady?
I tell you. I told her she was beautiful. And I said, you need to smile. That's customer service. And she said something smart.
What did she say smart for you to call her bitches and say you hate black women and all this and all that? What did she say to you for you to disrespect and degrade black women? What did she say? That was so bad.
What did Woody say in court?
I don't know.
I don't recall.
Okay, so that's what everybody on social media is trying to figure out. What did this woman do to you, and what did she say to you for you to come at her the way that you did?
She said I look like Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay, that's a compliment. What? Can you get to the point? Nobody is laughing. This is not a joke. I'm literally getting to it with people on social media because of your behavior. The dog's not laughing. I'm serious. So at the end of the day,
what's my daughter messing with?
So at the end of the day, you complimented the woman. She didn't like your compliment. She didn't want to be bothered by you, and you cussed her out. You can't do stuff like that, okay?
Oh my God, a dog farted.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I'm on a serious note, Dad, you can't do shit like that. It has everybody on social media thinking you're just this horrible person and you don't have no respect for black women and that you hate yourself. Okay? Okay. But it's what you said in the video. You called her a black bitch. You said you hate black women. You called her bougie. You called her all these things, and that has everybody in an uproar, especially me being your black daughter.
The only thing that I said wrong is that I hate black women. I love my sisters.
Okay, and you also called the lady a bitch, and she made it seem like you did that to her, and you did that to the other woman for no reason.
You know what? You deserve what you deserve, young lady. Next time, smile when I come in and buy some chicken.
No, next time, just leave people the fuck alone, okay, Dad? Simple as that. If somebody doesn't want to be, if they don't want to accept your compliments, they don't want to accept what you say or what you do, leave them alone. End of story, okay? Okay?
Part two.
Now, apologize. Can you apologize? Apologize.
Hey, you fake Barbie looking female.
Oh, Lord.
But don't you ever in your life come at me like that again.
Oh, no.
Act like your daddy can whoop your ass.
She should whoop your motherfucking ass. Because what the fuck is...
Go off her.
Let's be... Where's the praise break? Because, like... Where's the respect? And I see that comment saying that he's drunk. I believe he was definitely drunk, but it doesn't give you the right to disrespect anybody. Because what if that woman had, that fire in her purse, and just because you disrespected her because you felt disrespected and put one right here, how you gonna react? Your daughter gonna be mad because she had to lay your ass out. And the fact that you don't even have enough respect for your daughter, your mother, your grandmother, probably even your grandchildren is a fucking problem. And it's probably the reason why you with that Asian bitch right now, because she has different customs than we do. You know that as a black woman, we will never put up with a bum ass bitch ass nigga like you.
She said what she said.
Indeed. And if you ever try that shit again, I'll smack a whole ass nigga like you. Bisexual. Go both ways. These hands, bitch. Don't fucking play with me. You fucking piss me off.
Go sit down somewhere. He said bars.
Oh my God. That
what bothered me
because she didn't smile.
Because she didn't smile. And he talking about customer service. I don't fucking work here.
I don't even work here. I'm waiting for my chicken just like you, my nigga. Damn.
I honestly don't think he remembered.
You don't think so?
Because when he said about the working thing, or when I walk in, smile, I don't think he remembered who
he was talking to.
Yeah.
That means he does this too often.
Yeah.
That means he does it way too
He don't
often.
remember. He just talking shit. He an old nigga talking shit. You ever go and see? There's certain times of the day when you go into restaurants and they be a whole bunch of them sitting in the corner talking shit, and then they catcall to women and all that stuff and expect responses because they're old perverts.
Mm-hmm.
He's an old pervert. You can tell he's an old pervert. The glasses, the beard, the jacket, it screams old pervert. And I have a daughter that I try to warn against these these perverts because they're real. You know what I'm saying? They're real. And the thing that is sad is that you have to teach your daughter how to be on guard because a situation like that can turn bad
very quickly.
There is not, like I said, I respect the brother in the first video with the crosswalk jacket on because it could, if she would have said something, he would have kept going.
Yes.
And that's just, at some point in time, God damn, like how many L's do we want to take, brothers? I get tired of it.
Apparently not enough.
But that's because nobody's holding them accountable. Because even with that, the daughter is holding him accountable. Like and I mean, like you said, the fella that moves him out the way, and I guess it's like he's not trying to cause an argument or anything like that. But nobody has set this man straight. You've been allowed to talk to women in this way for a very, very long time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the fact that you can feel comfortable doing that, it's like
he might be one that raises his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, for a fact.
Because he looked like he had some strong knuckles.
He was ashy as a motherfucker.
might have put on some brakes a time or two. Maybe an alternator or a starter.
You're tall, but
yeah, could have changed oil right before that while eating chicken. And I'm not saying that there's a way to argue with people, but then like Tico said, the comedian, I don't eat cotton candy because I never let a white person see me pick cotton. There's certain things that I don't even do in public around.
Right.
And I'm not going to argue holding the flat part of a chicken wing.
Yeah, that was a flat. All right.
That was
like your whole demeanor, sir, says poor.
Yeah. It does.
Everything about you says I drink wine out of
port boxes.
Yeah. On corners going do wop, should do be do wop. You've done that in your life.
Can I get some change? You got some loose change, my brother?
Hey brother. Look, I'm just trying to go down to the store real quick.
And you know who he is? He's the nigga when you trying to grill, mind your business. He comes over and fucks with you and almost tips over the grill with that drunk shit.
Or the nigga who walks past somebody that smell good, thinking you're supposed to give him something. You know how many times that happens to me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all, they come out like The Walking Dead. Hey, brother, you got it burning over there, don't you? If you don't get your ass
clickers.
Got it burning over there, don't you, brother? Get your ass away from me. That's a terrible situation. Yeah. And then you're too old.
Way too old.
Like, even if you felt that way, right? Let's say you felt that way. There are young women doing what this age of women do. We sitting here waiting for our food. We on our little phones and we doing what we do in our zone.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be that old nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You better be tickled, girl.
You know what I'm saying?
We've all experienced. Yes.
Absolutely.
Because I know in a way, I am going to say something that may piss some people. I know what he may feel because old school brothers are used to talking to women and you say you look a certain way and then women do what they've done. This new generation ain't with that.
No.
If you interrupt their phone session, you're going to get talked bad about because we're minding our business.
Yes.
See?
Whereas just bother me.
Auntie Flo and them didn't mind being bothered, right? Because there's no other thing that they're distracted by. They're just sitting there. But when you see a woman doing this,
and their whole thing has been tied
and this, don't fuck with them.
No, because their whole thing has been taught, I need to make sure that I look a certain type of way for the male gaze. Whereas this new generation and people who are, our age and down are like, I don't give a fuck about your gaze. Because anytime I do not a single one,
not a singular.
Because the one thing is, some guys don't understand. You could just give a compliment and keep it moving. I'm pretty sure a lot of women have experience where a guy will say, "You look nice." You'll be like, "Okay, thank you," and then keep it moving. It's not too often where a woman's like, "Man, whatever," or will ignore it. They'll usually say thank you and keep it moving. But niggas like that will want to then continue the conversation. Oh, well, where you live, girl? Where you from? how old is you? You look good. And then it's like, all right, now it gets uncomfortable. So then now I got to fucking cuss you out or ignore you. And then when I choose to do one of the two, then, oh, well, you black bitch.
And that's one of the rare instances where it didn't end up in violence. Like,
Right.
niggas like to swing nowadays if
Right.
you don't like give somebody your number.
Or throw something
I've
on
seen
you.
plenty of instances on TikTok where like girls are leaving the club just trying to get to the car 50 feet away. And niggas are talking about something. You look good. Oh, thank you. Throw a little hand. Appreciate it. And then now you're swinging on me because I don't want to give you my number.
Hey, yo.
What?
Hey, yo.
What the fuck?
Did you hear? Hey, yo.
Like, what the fuck? I don't want to give out my number. And now I'll be wrong if I give you the wrong number.
Right.
And
Now
then
you
you
trying to
next time
play
you
me.
see me out at this club, I'm gonna get beat again. So what's the how can I win? Because I don't want to talk to you.
Run, bitch, run.
Now I'm out here screaming.
Yeah.
For
Or
fun.
I gotta pull something out.
That
You know. And it's crazy. So the one thing I will say is we need more guys to tell their people to chill. Like what this guy did, let me just scoot you out the way. Because oftentimes it does get ugly. And so many women are in instances where they have to think, all right, how am I going to defend myself with this nigga that's coming at me and he's hostile? You know, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Yeah.
scary.
And while he's sitting there laughing in the back seat, but that wasn't funny to them because he could have kept going.
I promise you don't remember. That's why he kept saying like, what? Yeah, just this. He couldn't recall it.
Yeah. Shut up. I beat your ass like he was my child. Like, nigga, what the fuck wrong with you?
She should have slammed on the brakes so he could hit his head off the back seat.
Like you said, you look like an old drunk.
He do.
Dudes don't care. They see me in a full suit like them and still try to talk to me. Just irritating.
Yeah, like the dude who was talking to you about your bow tie, the last little Groove Me session, he was all in her face about the bow tie.
He
And I'm
was.
like,
I mean, you are cute.
It was so bad to the point where I was like, cuz you know him? She's like, nah. I'm like,
They don't stop. They do not stop. And it's crazy
we
because
giving old alcohol.
while we talk about Jamaica, it was happening in Jamaica. And thank God you, Lee, and Troop came around that corner because the one guy, when me and Bean didn't want to be bothered, he kept trying to have conversation, but he was drunk, you know, and he kept thinking like, oh, well, you know, I'm just trying to talk to you. Nah. But then when he seen these three big black niggas come around that corner, nigga got ghost, you know, but oftentimes that does not happen. So then now you got two women who are sitting here trying to fend for themselves in front of two black men. I'm just not going to say black because white guys do the same thing, but in front of two men who are drunk under the influence and feel like, well, I can just say and do whatever because I should be able to, and you should be receptive to this.
Yeah, and you're old and dirty.
Period.
Just know that it's not your time.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? There might have been a time when you was fly and it worked.
In 1990, what?
And it might have been a
That's
time.
definitely what the fuck
It's
that
not your-
is.
1990.
It's not your time.
Yeah, because that outfit was not.
It might have been a time when it worked, but it ain't working for you no more. And I need
not at all.
I need cats to understand that. Like, understand your approach value. Some people have approach value that can cause the one comedian said. Some people have that approach value. You, sir, don't have that approach value, especially to know young women like that. If you don't go get your old pervy ass away,
You're creepy.
and I don't understand why people don't understand that. And then, like, okay, 23. How old are you? Oh, 30?
31.
31. These are my kids' age.
Mm-hmm.
And here you go, like, you show, like, I couldn't even imagine saying that. I sure do like that smile. You'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, you need to smile more. That is a kid, sir.
Your comments are very, very PC. You're like, that's a nice looking young lady right there.
Yeah. You know what? I enjoy your conversation. You see how I said that earlier? Like, I like the way you talk. Not, the hell?
What?
Who wants to be the creepy dude sitting right here?
Shay Shay?
Yeah. Oh. You got to recognize that. Like, here's the one thing that as older men you get trapped in, right? You can admire the young women's beauty without being a weirdo.
Facts.
Like, the one thing I can say all the time, like my daughter, like she posted these pictures, and I'm like, she like a goddamn Bratz doll. Like she was just as pretty, but in my mind, I immediately think some creeper is like,
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Versus saying, hey man, your daughter's beautiful and keep it pushing. No different than that man in that restaurant. You don't have to force them. You can say, y'all two look good today. And then go get your 3-piece and the biscuit and sit the fuck down.
And that's appreciated so much more.
Because you're old. Nobody wants your old balls. They're gray hair on it. What the fuck are we talking about? You gotta know. That's the problems. Y'all old niggas be holding on to shit that it ain't there to hold on no more. It ain't there. So then you go look at this young thing and you thinking, damn, because you remember you once were young. But you're old now, and you have old shit going on,
and
like
it don't work.
A leather jacket in the sun
that you won't take off.
It ain't really leather, and it got patches of shit on it, like we were when Nelly and them was out.
Oh, so you mean dried raisins?
Yeah, like what the fuck you got going on? And you wore that expecting these women to be like, ha, ha, ha. No, you're not even the old dude that a younger woman will look at like, okay, now I see you. You're not even that.
No, it's not like it's Idris Elba.
You are alternator nigga fix my brakes guy.
Right. Go to the hood. No.
Yeah.
You don't fix my gas.
You're the one. You're the one that gets the brakes done for $100.
Right.
All you gotta do is give you a 6-pack and $100, and then
you're good to go.
Maybe
you know what, X? You've been very accurate with your sense. I'm proud of you.
I just don't understand it. Like that's the part that I think that these older guys just don't realize. Like you can admire the young girl's beauty, just no different than a older woman. You know, say like I had a creepy old grandma on the.
She was not.
On the Lake Johnson, I'm going around Lake Johnson. So Chiquita has convinced me to I used to wear basketball shorts while I was walking, like the hoop shorts, right? And she's like, you have nice legs. I don't know why you do that. Okay, so one day I wore the shorts that I had from Charlotte I gave you. And the shorts were kind of, for me, they're short. I don't like them, but you know, they show thigh meat, right? So I'm getting my jog on. This old lady, gotta be well in her 60s, 70s. We'll go, okay, thickums, I see them thighs. And then she just kept her little ass going.
But she kept going.
Yeah, with her little elbows like this. And she looked at me, okay, thickums, I see you. Them thighs. Ma'am.
Did she spin the block for it?
And she just kept her little ass, with her little headphones on. Just
did she know? Like, did she mean for you to hear her?
No, she said it. Like, she looked straight at me.
Oh, okay.
And she looked down. And, okay, thickums.
Oh, so she said that shit with intention.
Yeah, she said that shit. She meant that. Okay, thickums, I see you with them thighs.
And she kept right on
going
about her day.
With her arms right up here.
That's what I'm saying. Pay your compliment and keep it moving. That's it.
That's it. And she would have stuck around and been like, I'm really trying to.
I didn't like, oh my God, gross.
You would have been like,
you gotta learn me. I'm like,
please. I probably got vanilla wafer in the corner of your mouth. Like
pineapples, bitch. I don't like it. Pineapples.
I don't like it. So that's what I'm saying. Pay the compliment and keep it moving. But this nigga got upset because we didn't respond to the compliment, and then now you cussing me out with chicken in your hand. This is crazy. And you probably won't spit on me. So then now I'm really pissed off.
Niggas trying to keep finger waves? What's going on in Virginia?
The perm finger wave.
You've seen them niggas.
In VA, that's what they doing. They still got the perm finger waves.
You seen them old niggas that be trying, or the ponytail.
The ponytail is wild, especially when the whole John is missing here.
And there's just a little Tweety bird in the back like this.
A whisper of hair.
They be holding on like, yes. That brush starts back here.
I need us to do better.
Hey, look here, baby.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yo, somebody.
Just say, you want justice? Oh, it's not enough.
I feel like his daughter gonna rope him up, but Sis, if you need some extra fire and power with the tongue, I got you, because he ain't right on that shit. He really should have been knocked on his ass.
But like you said, he got old
out here looking like the one from the Heartbeats. Damn.
I got nothing but love for you, baby.
And they think that doo-wop and showstopping work with a 23-year-old. You know, they don't give a shit about you, man.
Bitch, we trying to get flued out.
Right. Listen.
Trying to get up out of this city. And you talking about smile?
I'm trying to go to Jamaica. What you offering?
Your car might not start.
If you got a car, you in the back seat of your daughter's ride.
I'm saying.
Alcoholism, because he ain't got no fucking license. There you go.
You gotta pump the gas. Hold on, let me. We're gonna be all right.
Now I'm supposed to be with that.
Nah.
Fumes and shit coming in the ride.
Did you blow? Did you blow in the thing before you crank the car up? Because you know you gotta blow. If it's not,
Nigga still turning knobs on the radio. What you like to listen to, gal?
Listening to AM stations and shit.
With a million trees in the car, and not even the good smelling ones, the green ones, the originals.
pine.
I don't even see them in the store.
Right. We like ice around here.
Yeah, we only see blue, green, pink. You
He got the green ones
Supernova.
with a flip phone.
And somebody's a jitterbug.
Still using Obama phones.
And when you use your phone, your glasses is like this. Now I'm supposed to be impressed. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Like, come on. Girl, glasses like this. And always her lip is like this.
Helps you think better.
What?
It helps you think better. I have caught myself. This is why I know I'm going into that stage and age, because I have caught myself doing this. Now, who the fuck wants to be bothered with a nigga that got to do this to look at the phone? Like, and then you handing kid shit. Put it on the app that you was doing. Nobody want that.
Now, Pearline said, tell her I said, nigga, what, Pearline?
How I reject this call. And they looking down. I reject this call. Shit.
I don't even know.
Or didn't answer it. Daddy, put the phone to your ear.
And all you hear is,
Dad.
I'm trying to get you on that speaker phone.
Dad.
Where's the button?
It's on the left, Dad. Now I'm supposed to be impressed by a nigga like that.
So I'm saying, like, the bait that niggas is putting out here is just raw nastiness. The bait that they're putting in the pool is disgusting.
Right.
Even if you're an old dude that like young girls, that is not the bait you put out there.
Because he probably has the white crust in the corner of his mouth.
This nigga is skilled at niggerdom. You're cussing somebody out holding a chicken wing. You didn't even need both hands. Niggerdom. Have you ever seen?
No, niggerdom.
That level of niggerdom is old cookout drunk cuss out.
Yes.
That's why I know you don't remember it, because you only see somebody get cussed out like that when they're drunk at a family reunion. You be like, put the damn chicken down before you start cussing somebody out.
Then we're on the patio one there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Never mind. I ain't gonna go in on you because you know I'll light into that. Because I can't stand old people messing with young people, because y'all had y'all time. You know what I'm saying? We did some really, really dumb shit when we were their age. So I got to give some grace, right? And some shit that just don't make sense when, you know, you still have women my age that can't get past doom, 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 doom. Cash Money Records taking over for that 9.
No,
wait a minute. I need you to do something older than that, my nigga.
No, but because in my age bracket, you figure that came out when I was in like college, early college, late high school years.
Crazy.
You see what I'm saying? So there's still women that's my bracket. And that song comes on. I don't give a shit who you are, how classy you are. Asses is shaking, right?
Okay, it's Start with that.
So you can't get mad at young ladies now that they do their thing with their phone. Their phones is the equivalent of this is what the fuck we do. We vanity, all that shit. They didn't do that. Fuck you mad for?
Because she didn't continue the conversation with him.
There's a whole movement of just fans. That shit is wild to me. Just fans.
Man, Jay talking about see what
I'm saying? That's all you got to do.
That's a real.
So it's a fact, right? So every generation has their thing. Let's not act like Ron Isley and them wasn't out there with halter tops and bell bottoms and tight ass.
Right.
They were on the corner, halter tops on and shit. So allow these young women. So you're not even talking to women in your age bracket, sir.
Nah.
You are talking to young women who are doing what young women do.
Mm-hmm.
Ease your old ass the fuck up and go get you something on Netflix with your 2-3 piece that you got and a biscuit and go sit down.
Like Monique was saying to Shay Shay, you need an old bitch
that'll love you old.
Yeah.
When she said that part, I could, because it's true. Because you can't even keep up with these.
Nah.
You take one of them pills and you're gonna die.
And you ain't got no money, then you going to, you just want me for my check. And dude, where is it, nigga?
Take one of them.
You did put me in the trust, right?
Take one of them pills, your old ass gonna have a heart attack. Because you know you're already taking blood pressure and a blood thinner.
Probably on dialysis.
And damn, that's terrible.
Golly, that's 80 years old. Oh my God. Golly.
What does that say?
You got women saying that they played that on Sinners, they would be outside and would.
Yeah,
straight out the
They didn't even get the Sinners.
No, we didn't. I mean,
I drove, so we got at least another 15 minutes. Kim drove, it would be over.
Yeah, be like, all right, y'all, thanks.
So, did you want to get to Sinners?
Yes. So, half a pump, then he died.
Yeah, one pump. That heart get racing off one of them pills. Your ass is, how'd he die on top of me?
That movie came on earlier today. And then the next line from ATL, exactly, a quick pumper.
Y'all better leave that shit alone. Fuck around and die. So this is it right here?
Yeah.
So we have Blockbusters before we get out of here.
Introducing Blockbusters Movie Review on TDS Radio, your go-to source for fire reviews on movies, at-home streaming, cable television, and more. Let's see if it'll get the 2 thumbs up from the Sibs or if it's whack. The reviews will cover edge of your seat thrillers to heartwarming dramas. We got you covered for all your entertainment cravings every Tuesday at 7 p.m. And for my streamers, let's create an entertainment community. If you have a show or movie we should review, DM us so we can share it. Life is too short for bad movies and boring shows. So tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. for the review and follow us on Facebook, Instagram to join the community of entertainment enthusiasts. It's Blockbusters Movie Review. Get your popcorn ready. It's TDS Radio, our voice, our culture.
So what we got?
Well,
collectively, we all seen Sinners.
We all seen Sinners. Yes. Hopefully you guys did too. If you did not, you need to make your way to the nearest movie theater to go and check out Sinners. Phenomenal movie. I know that they've been doing numbers, so a lot of theaters have been sold out.
Why is this rusty? Why is this rusty ass? Go in there. The hell? There we go.
Yes. Ryan Coogler did his thing. You know, I will let you guys give your 2 cents because all I can just say is he delivered on everything that we possibly could have wanted in a film. So dope movie, dope ass movie.
Yeah.
Gets a thumbs up from me.
Thumbs up from me. Thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. Dope movie. And I mean, so a lot of people hit it with it's just a vampire movie. And that's the people who didn't realize what they were really watching because it was way more than a vampire movie. I felt like it's a movie that will grow through our culture, like Harlem Nights, things like that, where at first, when you first watch Harlem Nights and you're like, ha, ha, ha. But you come back and you're like, man, some of this shit is like really, really funny. But it was also telling a story that we need to really, really pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it had a little bit of everything from comedy to drama to thriller, you know, and it gave us everything we were looking for in a Black movie. I thought it did a great job with giving us the backstory of the characters. So we had enough of that to where it didn't take too long. Mm-hmm. And when the movie got going, the shit got going. Like, I felt like the things that people did not understand, maybe those, and you said it earlier, those that didn't like it didn't peep some of the underlining meaning behind some of the happenings, because it wasn't a smash you in the face. It was a subtle, like, punch, like bang, and then just ride it out up your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't a jab quick. It was damn, and another, and another, and another. Like, even the scene that I think went over a lot of people's head that was in the theater that we were at, when people are dancing and everybody's culture is just enjoying the movie and popping up and flowing. But then when you get outside and you look at that culture, everybody was just praising him and his culture and what he was saying. It had nothing to do with everyone else. There was no variety. I was like, man, if I was not Black, I don't know how I would take this. Why are you guys still sitting here? Right, I would be like, you know what? Fuck you, Ryan. I'm out of here.
Buddy.
But I felt like it's a movie to me that each time you watch it, you can see something else different that you may have missed. Because the first time before I started doing the Easter eggs, I did not pay attention to the two sides of the street, and I did not pay attention to her literally code switching. So I won't say specifics in case somebody hasn't seen it yet, but there's things like that in there where you're like, I missed that the first go round, and you definitely code switched tried to price gouge us too. And you opened that door. I swear,
that bitch, I was ready to fuck her up. You kidding me?
Oh no.
I will say I don't see it more as a horror. I see it more as a folklore, just because of the stories that they tell. I didn't perceive it as scary whatsoever. So if they was like, okay, I understand why they put it as horror, but I see it more as a folklore because of the stories that were told. But you're right. I really want to go back because I felt like there were certain pieces that I missed. And then, of course, TikTok would tell you like certain things like, oh, well, let me tell you about this character. But I have to go back to see what else I did miss.
Yeah, because the dialogue, a movie like that, you got to go back and listen to the dialogue because everything meant something. So like I want to go back and listen to the song that they were dancing to as vampires because there's a significance to this song that I got to get.
Robin Clean.
Yeah.
So, and it pretty much is what they singing about pretty much picking Robin clean as far as the slave on who they were working that hard. So I like the scene where they were actually in the juke joint and you could tell they took the walls out, but the fire
was protecting them.
Yes, I enjoyed that.
Oh, we looking at me. I will say, I guess my favorite scene was, well, it was more funny than anything else, I guess, was the deliberate like shift in somebody's mindset when they turn to be a vampire. Like Cornbread, I'm sorry. You was not convincing nobody to get about that door.
Right.
So also, I will say that I really enjoyed the difference in romantic characters. Mary in comparison to Annie. I love the fact that they didn't both have just like skinny light skinned women. Like that wasn't exactly what they were going through for because they're identical twins, but they have very different tastes and likenesses when it comes to what they're looking for in a woman. I think Smoke kind of goes for more like established and in her own way and in her thoughts, and somebody that doesn't need him and can lead on her own if she needs to be, but Stack needs someone to boost his ego. He needs somebody to be there and be like, no, I'm still here waiting for you though. I think that was a really good piece of like a nugget that a lot of people missed, especially because Annie was so knowledgeable about the things she knew. And once she figured it out, then she became the leader of everybody in the juke joint. And Mary was always a follower, even when she came into the bar at the very end. She was very followerish. So
you got a point. Because even that brings me to the scene where they were at the train station, and she was trying to figure out which twin it was, and then like right then she was like, "Well, I don't have to go back, and you know that you're my mother raised y'all, so that makes sense that she's perceived as." I didn't see that at first.
You know what I seen her? Seen Shannon Sharp. Because see, you had to take your ass out there to have a conversation that didn't need to be had in the first place. Sit your ass down. You out here chasing the dollar when all you had to do was sit down. We was minding our business and we got to let them in. You took your ass out there and messed with them people because you thought they was your people. Right. And now here we are. Now everybody dead because you can't sit your ass down.
Hey, but I will say she did that because she was chasing Stack. She don't care about that money. If we're being 100, if Stack didn't care about the money, she wouldn't care. They'd have been in there dancing.
That's why it's Shannon Sharp.
So
yeah,
because Shannon Sharp in this money in this situation, Shannon Sharp don't deal with women his age because he feels like the women his age are the ones that are after his money, only to get caught up by somebody who's really about your money.
Yeah,
like, and so in the long run, which Dr. Umar, who I don't like, made a very good point. They're asking for money that he doesn't even have. His net worth is not worth what they're asking for. Right. So they're trying to break him. Like they're trying to publicly break you down. And you took the bait. You dummy. Maybe we'll end on his electric slide. Continue to talk. We'll pull that up.
I was going to say, and I think what they did with Annie's character, that they showcased that when you are a white person, you feel like you can play both sides of the fence of like, now that I've been invited to the cookout, I can still fall into my whiteness and have conversations with them, but it ultimately got you into a predicament, because you thought that you were smarter than the average bear. But like you said, there's a lot of hidden gems in the movie. I can't wait to see it again because there was just so much to pay attention to. Each character was complex on their own and had their own story that they within the overall arching story. Because even Delroy Lindo's character, what was his name? Delta Slim. I loved so much of him because you could still tell that he was a tormented soul when he was talking about his friend being lynched. Like that whole entire thing, and then.
No, go ahead. Let's finish your part.
And then even him improvising the singing part, like I don't know if too many people know about that, but him doing that, like humming and singing, that was improvised. And if you look at Michael B. Jordan, he was kind of smiling, and then that's when he improvised the whole line of telling Preacher Boy, like, play your guitar, and he's back there like.
And the part that I loved was it also exemplified that our music comes from pain, because he had did that right after he told the story, right after he had seen the guys on the chain gang that he was with, and then he just busted out with and then bang. And it, in my mind, and I even just got goosebumps from it, it's like our music comes from a deep place inside of us. And when everybody keeps saying, or in that movie they kept saying, we need Preacher Boy, I'm just like, man, if artists don't see that now, even through this movie, that our music controls so much, like so much that what you see, so much in what is advertised, so much, we control that space. We have to be careful about how we let people into that space. We'd be so willing to be like, we'll show you. Nah. The soul part of what comes from what we create, we need to get back to ownership of that. Because literally, I promise you guys, that movie was so deep on the level of just the artistry. I think he was talking about everybody. Like everybody got smoke in that movie. Everybody, including Diddy, because those were Diddy shades at the end. People don't pay attention to that. So he had the Coogee sweater on.
Oh yeah.
But those are Diddy shades.
Yes, because he had the nameplate thing.
Slap.
Those are Diddy shades. So there's literally videos and like, so in the in Biggie's One More Chance remix, when he's in the tub with all, when
he got those shades.
He got those shades on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, see, everybody was catching smoke.
Yeah.
Everybody was catching smoke.
And you know what I love too? Not that, I mean, this is not going to be a spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, but when they showcase everything coming together in the community of like, these two twins came home, they got their, people that they needed for certain aspects of this juke joint. Everybody came together and everybody was having a good damn time.
Eating fish. Ain't nothing better than fucking fresh fish and music.
Okay. And alcohol.
And I'm going to say a little bit of alcohol.
Nigga. That part. And then just like when we have our time of being together and enjoying it,
y'all go.
Here comes something.
And it happened today at work. I don't give a damn. I'ma say it. We all in front, minding our black ass business. School is over. And then next thing you know, somebody peeks in. Can we keep it down a little bit? Ooh. Everybody turned around and said, we off the damn clock.
Right.
The hell you talking about? And it almost got real ethnic.
Oh shit.
Everybody had to remember because it happened just like we're having black fun. Everybody's face, because I made the joke. Everybody got the face like this is the last day. And everybody know that face where you just had it. Everybody had it. And then we just started laughing, joking, and doing what we do and laughing how we laugh. And then here comes somebody out the door. Can you keep it down a little bit? One principal said, we didn't even know you was in there.
Right.
This face. So shut the fucking door.
Yeah.
That was shut the fucking door face.
Yeah.
Shut the fucking door. Why can't we just be?
Gotta police our fun.
And that's the thing that I thought was so dope about it. We whooped the vampires' ass, and then we got to deal with y'all. God damn, when does it end?
Right. Right.
So we just spent a whole night in hell.
Whole night, nigga.
In hell.
Been tagging the whole night.
I done lost my brother. I done lost my woman. I done lost everything.
My juke joint.
My juke joint is crazy.
The KKK still coming back from
You lost all your investments.
Yes.
I mean,
ain't
it's
even
all
had it for
gone.
24 hours.
Money gone. Niggas was trying to give me wooden nickels all night.
Well, I appreciate it. Like you said, that man was out there in the field and all he wanted was a drink and them wooden nickels. And just give the man a drink.
I'll remember that next event. Because you are more stacked than you are smoke. Wait, which one was the mean one?
Smoke.
Yeah, you are more smoke than you are. I'm stacked. I'm out here like, look, you gotta understand. These people been working all day. We can give them a drink for $3.50. Didn't that sign say 7?
The older man, he was out there picking cotton. All I got is my wooden nickels. Come on, my nigga. Can you let me slide? Give me a drink.
He said, now this is the bottom line. If we keep taking them damn wooden nickels,
we ain't gonna make no money.
That didn't sound like me.
Oh, you want to keep taking these damn wooden nickels, nigga? Now, that's how much money we gonna make. So then now here goes Stack. All right, now, baby, I need you to go get this money. Now, see how much money they got.
And then the whole night messed up after that. Just the whole night after
and
that.
then, goddamn it, Cornbread, how long did it take you to fucking pee? Let's be real. And why did you
all go in the
all
corner?
the
You could have went straight right there
Literally,
and just
boom, that's right.
and came back. You didn't even have to go that far. I could have kept my eyes on you when you was around.
So that's what also I felt bad about, like, because the wife is back waiting for her money.
Yeah.
Because she told him, how much money?
Right. Nigga,
up.
go. You with that bent leg and that straight leg, figure it out.
Because
So
all we
that's
want
it.
is peace.
That's it.
Nigga couldn't keep us. All we want is peace. Like, nigga,
When she said, so why can't you bring your big ass in here? I said, Lord have mercy.
Because why can't you?
Yeah, you been in and out of here all day.
All night.
you ain't talking to me. You talking to me right now.
All night you been.
My nigga hit him with the stiff arm.
Yo, I've been seeing that on TikTok all day.
I love y'all black people.
My money.
Right. I would have threw it too. I was like, no.
Yeah, because she told him, all right, watch it now.
Yeah.
And here he go.
No. That nigga said, and I felt bad for the nigga that y'all just tossed outside. I got
Thought it was blood. That's where I said there was comedy. He's like, come on now, open open the damn door.
I done got my ass whooped.
But so
Y'all
he
throw
gotta
me
get up.
outside, and then now look.
That's an L that you're gonna have to take.
Why you sleep?
Yeah.
He got beat up.
Get on the bar.
He got beat up because of the whole scamming thing with the
But
dice.
you was awake last time I seen you.
Yeah. So you're out of here.
You should have been awake the whole night.
And you so knocked out that we dragged you out and you didn't say, hold up, y'all, I'm good. What the fuck? Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all ain't been. I'm good. Put me down. Damn.
And on top of that, you sat outside for a good 20 minutes. Ain't nobody know you was out there until you.
I don't know. I probably would have played dead after that. But
right?
Yeah.
That would have been a soft tap.
Hey,
y'all.
It's now you drawing everybody attention.
Right.
Now everybody
Hey,
trying
y'all. This is some bullshit. Open the door.
I mean, they out here jig stepping. Let's go. Look at it.
I ran around the building so they couldn't see me. Around the building.
And roll on the ground. Don't even stand up. Just roll. Hey, y'all bullshit. Open the door.
Goddamn door. And you know what made me laugh too? When they was trying to steal from Smoke, and that nigga said, "Nigga, I've been shot." He's talking about get up. This nigga blew up my goddamn knee.
Good times.
Go see Sinners. Continue to support.
Go see Sinners.
They completely blew out their entire budget. It was $90 million to film it. Right now, I think domestically they've made $163 million. That was the last time I checked. So they doubled it, and now it's profitable. And Ryan Coogler made made a contract with Warner Brothers that a lot of people have not been able to do. So support. And I didn't even get a chance to talk about Magazine Dreams, but I need you to watch it before we talk about it.
How many times do you do that in the movie?
Why is that important?
Because that's his go-to. Every time he's in a movie, he always gets.
But he did a good job. Yes.
You got 10 minutes. Get it out.
You haven't seen it yet. Nobody has seen it.
I'm not watching that movie.
Seen it either.
It would. I think it's good. I think you would like it. But Magazine Dreams is the film that Jonathan Majors is in, where he is playing an aspiring bodybuilder, and he's taking care of his ailing grandfather that is also a vet, but he's on the spectrum. So it's
any different from his real life now?
Well, see,
and that smile he does all the time.
I'm waiting for this.
Smiling hard as hell for no reason.
It gives you an inside look of just how sometimes people who are on the spectrum are focused on something, just how that is, they make that in their entire life, their entire personality, and all he wanted was to be a bodybuilder, regardless of what was happening in his life. And it's a pretty sad movie, but I think that he did a phenomenal job. I think that he did the research that was needed for the role. It wasn't based on a true story, but
it wasn't.
No,
maybe it was his.
Ooh. I'm sorry.
It was a very, very, in my opinion, it was a very good film. And then it also showcases that regardless of what is happening with you mentally, you're always going to be seen as a threat to white people. Because even though he had, a mental illness, they didn't take that into consideration. You were just big and you were black and you were dangerous. So
he probably shouldn't have played this role.
He did a good job.
I bet so now. Yeah. I'm sure he understands. I'm sure he understands now.
It wasn't the whole theme of it. And then it also shows how when people, are special needs, how you get taken advantage of. And, they show
exactly
film as well.
Exactly. This is him.
But actually, I think he deserves a praise break, you guys, because it's been a little minute for him.
Praise breaking this nigga? Oh no, I don't know if this nigga deserves
the praise proud break. He was able
you just want a praise break, girl.
We could have ended with the praise break, but not with him.
Well, I'm proud of him. It's been a while since he lost the whole deal with Marvel, right?
Yeah.
So this is a win for him. it's based off a true story for him, but
it would have been a win because this is definitely Oscar-worthy material, in my opinion. But I don't think that
I didn't.
You gonna see it?
I'm gonna see it because
okay.
I don't think he's going to get a nomination for it because of what he, is going through. But this,
I think,
under any other circumstances, would be Oscar-worthy.
I think he needs the mariachi horns.
So to be clear, he lost his thing with Marvel, right?
Yeah.
So who gonna play his the party?
Oh, Kang. Didn't they say Idris Elba was possibly
one of?
I just think I hope they're gonna do something that looks like him, so we're not just all like
confused,
looking like my wife and kids when they came out with
Switch Claire.
But at least they addressed it. He was like, Claire, you look different.
Like, what happened? Who is that? We don't know who that is.
Or on Viv.
Yeah.
Who is that? We've never met this person. Discontinue the player, actually. Forget about it.
I forgot who they said, but
Megan is speaking.
I forgot that Megan is speaking at the graduation here in VA. I wonder if Jonathan gonna be with her.
He is. He got nothing else to do.
He kind of has nothing else to do. So
I feel like she's a commencement speaker, but
me neither. Unless somebody wrote it for her,
I wouldn't be hype if that was my speaker.
Well,
who would you really want? I wouldn't want her either, but
shit. At least
nowadays, I wouldn't want get nobody unless like
just get in and get out.
Right, you give me my shit. Sorry, yeah.
I mean, unless it's somebody like a Michelle Obama, I think that would be dope.
You bring her out. You got to bring her out for everybody. That's the only reason they're not doing that.
Yeah.
They stole our idea.
Which one?
The whole thing about bringing siblings on the podcast. Her and her sibling have a podcast, and they brought the Wayans brothers on there.
Oh, for real? Damn. Snooze, you lose.
I know, right?
We can still do it. We can do it with poor siblings. Those are rich siblings. We can do it with siblings on a budget. We can't pay them niggas.
You need to be thinking big, bitch. You need to be thinking big, bitch. Think big, bitch.
Can't happen. We ain't got the budget. We out here with praise breaks from our church.
Yeah. But they work.
It does work. So,
fire.
All right, take us out on the praise break.
Amen. Won't he do it? Y'all have a blessed one. Hallelujah.
Have a great weekend.
Turn it up.